everyday Americans. Because behind every issue is an individual, a family, or a community that's been impacted, reminding us that policy becomes personal. So whether you're passionate about keeping more of your hard-earned money, expanding school choice, or cutting red tape, you'll hear from the people making a difference as they share their stories. Listen now to American Potential on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEI.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcan, game 2 of 4 of this 4-game set here in the Bronx. Red Sox and the Yankees, the greatest rivalry in sports. And before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and the Ford Summer Sales Event. Hurry in to get great deals now, including on F-Series, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. Here with the manager is the voice of the Red Sox, Will Fleming.
2 of 4 in New York with the manager Alex Cora, and I wouldn't say that was a classic Red Sox-Yankees game because it wasn't exactly one you'd send to Cooperstown. A lot of weird stuff going on, but with the game on the line, the biggest moment, you guys got the biggest swing of the game, you made the biggest pitches of the game. In the end, you had to love the way that one went.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about now, you know. It's late in the season, and you take them all, you know, and I think we did a good job controlling the strike zone. Obviously, didn't cash in with men in scoring position, but we kept putting pressure on them. You know, they were a little bit banged up coming from Tampa. Extra inning games, I think it was, the late arrival. And, you know, we kept playing. You know, the pitching, it was okay yesterday. I think Willie, I know he struggled, but he got a huge out in the 5th inning. Then the rest, they did an amazing job. Matt's getting Goldschmidt out with men at third. And 2 outs, Whitlock was efficient, and then the big man came in and finished the game.
We understand not letting Giolito see Rice again. He'd hit it hard against him. But I thought the bottom line, the box score did not reflect how well he pitched. It's a really tough lineup, lefties who can hit it out. I thought he really battled.
No, at one point I look at the scoreboard, and you realize how good they are offensively. I think everybody has 800-plus OPS, right? They control the strike zone. Then they have Goldschmidt, who puts up in play. They're running the bases well. It's a good team. It's a good team. And I think Gio managed the game well. It just felt like at that moment, you know, I actually, you know, didn't love it because I know we're going to play a lot of games over the weekend, and we don't have an off day until after the Cleveland series. Yeah. But, you know, 3-game losing streak, it was the moment to do it, and we ended up winning the game.
I promise we won't always talk about him every day, but it was another one of these moments that sort of check another box. I mean, we know that Roman is not going to be intimidated by the big spot, but it's bigger here. I mean, in this rivalry, he did it at Fenway. It's bigger here, Alex. Was that sort of a statement that he made about how he can handle, not that it's surprising, but this rivalry in this ballpark?
I'm not surprised. I think the kid, you know, he was born to do this. That's as simple as that. Being able to slow it down. He did it in Wrigley. He did it in Philly. You know, we traded Rafi. He goes to Seattle. He's a homer, right? And the kid is really good. And one thing people are not talking about enough is his defense. He made a great play yesterday, close to the wall. I saw some numbers in left field. He's +3 already. So, you know, he's an all-around player. He's a great base runner. I think he's a great person, man, and he's enjoying this. He was having some fun before the game yesterday, telling Alex, "Welcome to the rivalry," you know, so, which is great. And you know, he's been opening up a little bit more. You know, in the beginning, a little bit shy, but I think he feels very comfortable where he is in the room, what he means to the organization, and we're loving it.
About those at-bats with runners in scoring position, is it the same stuff? I mean, it wasn't, I didn't think overly aggressive. Last night seemed like a couple at-bats in particular. There were fastballs right there to handle in those spots where you could get a guy in from third. What'd you see there last night?
No, I think Trevor got beat twice, right? And Narvi put a great at-bat, ended up striking out. So it wasn't the 3 months ago bad approach. You know, I think we did a good job. We just got beat at one point, you know, by their guy. He has a good fastball. Nate put the ball in the air, get the RBI, and then obviously the big swing for the double with men at first. And overall, offensively, we're getting close. You know, we have struggled for a little bit here, but I think those two guys in the top of the order, they set the tempo. They said what we're going to do that night, and, it's been fun to watch.
It's funny, you not only have these top prospects, Alex, in your system who come up, but based on where you're putting them in your lineup, they come up ready to help you. I mean, this is just what you did with Roman. Garcia comes in tonight. You're batting him 5th against Max Fried. What gives you the confidence to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's managing the game. At one point, hopefully, they bring a righty for Trevor, and then we can pivot to the next guy. So he'll get his at-bats against Fried. Hopefully, it's 2, and if we have the lead, he'll play the game. But if we have to pinch it for him, that's the spot right there because we feel like they might bring the righty for Trevor, and we can maximize the bench.
It was a rough go a couple years ago, and I know you were dying to get to series and nights like this. And a big part of that aspiration, Alex, was the promotion of some of these kids. We all saw them coming, but at that time they're like down in A-ball. What does it mean about the organization as a whole that the pipeline continues to just pump out quality guys who can get up here?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing an amazing job. I think Chad in AAA have been great because he really knows what we need up here, how we do things up here, and he does an amazing job in AAA, kind of like mirroring what we do at the big league level. And kudos to them. They've been amazing, and we talk about the position players, but certain guys have come up here and pitched for us. They've been doing well, and there's more. It's not only 4 or 5. There's more good players down there in PD.
You made some news a little bit ago, and that is you're going to make a change in your starting rotation. And on Monday, Walker Buehler will not make his start. What went into that, and how was that conversation?
Yeah, good conversation with Walk. I think we all been, frustrated with everything that has happened throughout the season with him, trying to help him out. And I honestly think that he's throwing the ball well, but it's time to pivot, and hopefully we can continue to throw the ball well out of the bullpen, and I think he's going to help us win games.
You use the word simplify. Sometimes even in the first inning, he throws 6, 7 different pitches. Would you like to see him streamline that a little bit more?
We'll talk about it. I think it's a different role, and you don't have to set up hitters, like you do when you start. So, hopefully we can do that and attack and get people out.
Seems to me, Alex, that this does not rule out anything that might happen in the playoffs, right? He's got that great track record starting games and dealing with the big pressure. Is it fair to say that this move does not necessarily rule that out?
I hate yo-yoing people around. I think, if we pivot this way, this is the way we're going to go, and I think he's going to contribute. I still believe he's a capable big league starter, but, having conversations with everybody, this is what we decide, and we're going to move forward with it.
One guy who is going to be in your playoff rotation is on the mound tonight, and he's just matured. He's been better. He's had some big moments, including against Fried and against the Yankees. What are you looking for from Bayo?
Just go out there and compete. He's done a good job against them throughout his career, and we expect the same thing tonight.
Fenway, the left field wall beckons. Do you watch hitters sort of get summoned by that short porch out here and right at Yankee Stadium?
Rafi used to do that. I think Rafi, he's a guy that we all know. He drives the ball to left center, but whenever he came here, he made sure, to get to his spot because he felt like they were going to attack him inside, and he needed to get to his spot to hit it out of the ballpark.
Well, hopefully somebody gets it over that wall here tonight, and you get another one. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Will.
That was Alex Cora talking to Will Fleming. Interesting little bit at the end there, huh? Reminiscent about the good old days with Rafi Devers at Yankee Stadium. It was interesting. I thought that was a little bit interesting. I know it was an organic question. Will didn't bring up Rafael Devers by any means. He was talking about the short porch in right field, which Roman Anthony took great advantage of. One thing I thought was very funny about that home run last night, it was a great home run. It went into the second deck. It was an upper decker at Yankee Stadium. Would not have been a home run at Fenway Park. That would not have been a home run. That would have been on the warning track at Fenway Park. It was in the upper deck at Yankee Stadium. Just funny, just one of those funny things. And Roman Anthony, listen, that was great. And certainly a moment that I think could be, if the Red Sox do go on a run here and cement themselves in this wild card race, or maybe even go forward, if they make a run at the Blue Jays there in the American League East, I think a lot of people are going to look back at that Roman Anthony home run and remember it for what it was as a flashpoint maybe this season, as a flashpoint certainly in the first season of Roman Anthony's career and maybe of his career in general. It'll be one of those moments that you just go ahead and remember, and hopefully there's a lot more moments like that still to come in the career of Roman Anthony. I think that's the way things are going right now. Seems like a pretty solid bet. Speaking of solid bets, We have the lock of the game, which is coming up here in the next segment. I'm so cold that I'm thinking about maybe Joe Braverman going back to the Costanza method. I think that may be something we have to do tonight, so get the music ready. By the way, you can watch Red Sox pregame on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. It's brought to you by Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And speaking of Costanza, the George Costanza bobbleheads last night. I believe Rob Bradford secured one. And I am going to try and bargain my way into acquiring it from him. I don't know. I know he's a big Seinfeld fan. I'm sure he had to fight through a lot of, Yankee scrum to get that thing. But that is a magnificent, magnificent bobblehead. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Yankees had a Costanza bobblehead night last night. It was George under the desk taking a nap during the time that he worked for George Steinbrenner at Yankee Stadium in a role that was the assistant to the traveling secretary, I believe is what his role was, or something like that. And it's a great bobblehead, one of the best I've ever seen. Anyways, I don't know what they're giving away tonight. All I know is that Brian Baio owns the Yankees, and we'll tell you all about that with the Herb Chambers starting lineups and more. We'll also take our look around the majors and our Subaru scoreboard update, and, of course, we'll have our New England Chevy dealers question of the night. That's all coming up. Don't go anywhere. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Between vacations, errands, and everyday summer chaos, sticking to your health goals can be tough. Luckily, Thrive Market does the hard work for you. We're the online healthy grocery store that cuts out the junk ingredients and delivers high-quality groceries right to your door. From low-sugar beach snacks to organic grill night staples, no matter your health goal, we make shopping healthy a breeze. Go to thrivemarket.com/get started for 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift.
If you've been struggling with your weight, Mochi Health is here to help. Mochi Health is a long-term weight loss solution personalized to fit your unique needs and goals. Meet one-on-one with board-certified obesity doctors and registered dietitians who are on a mission to listen. Eligible patients can access custom-formulated GLP-1 medications at an affordable set price and get them delivered to their home each month. Take our free quiz at joinmochi.com and use code AUDIO40 at checkout for $40 off your first month of membership.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa! That crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
You tired of the same old wrench-turning gig? Are you a skilled mechanic ready to take the wheel on your career? H&K Group Incorporated wants to meet you. We're hiring road, shop, and diesel mechanics to join our team of industry leaders. If you got the skills, we're talking top pay, 100% paid benefits, and job security with a team that runs on precision, power, and pride. Step up and get paid what you're worth. Your future starts here. H&K Group does not discriminate. Apply today. Visit hkgroup.com. That's hkgroup.com.
Progressive knows you've got enough to worry about in life. Hi, it's your life again. Feel like another year is just slipping away. Yeah, remember all those New Year's resolutions you made? You still haven't finished the first book. Just 19 more to go. I mean, if we're being honest, it wasn't a very realistic goal. Have you ever considered that you intentionally self-sabotage? So, what's that about?
So, let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Lowe's knows tough jobs call for tougher tools. The new DeWalt Elite Series power tool accessories are built to last for the pro who doesn't stop. With precision fitment, durability, and impact resistance, finishing jobs faster has never been easier. Shop the new DeWalt Elite Series at an everyday low price exclusively at Lowe's. We help, you save.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcan. Red Sox and the Yankees about to play game 2 of 4 from Yankee Stadium. It will be Brian Bayo on the hill, and he'll be going against Max Fried, the lefty, for New York. It's time now for the Herb Chambers starting lineups. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. For the Red Sox, leading off, not Roman Anthony, but Romy Gonzalez will be your leadoff hitter at first base. He'll be followed by Alex Bregman at third. Roman Anthony, the hero from last night, drove in 3 runs in his Yankee Stadium debut, including that big 2-run shot to put the game out of reach. He will bat third and play right field. Trevor Story's your cleanup hitter and shortstop. Batting fifth and making his major league debut is the password, Justinson Garcia, who will be in center field. And going against the lefty tonight, Jaron Duran will bat 6th and play left. Ceddanne Rafaela batting 7th and playing second base. He'll be followed by Nate Eaton, who's DHing. Connor Wong will bat 9th and do the catching for the starter, Brian Bayo. Over on the Yankee side, Trent Grisham leading off in center field. He'll be followed by the pride of Nobles and Greeno, Ben Rice at first. Aaron Judge, the DH and number 3 hitter, will be followed by the cleanup hitter Cody Bellinger in right field. Jazz Chisholm at second, followed by Jason Dominguez in left. Your number 7 hitter tonight is the shortstop Anthony Volpe, followed by Ryan McMahon at third. The number 9 hitter is the catcher Austin Wells, and he'll be doing the catching for the starter, Max Fried. Time now for the Subaru scoreboard update, brought to you by Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. A busy Friday night here in the majors, so let's go ahead and start with some games in progress, including the Pirates and Rockies. That's a fun one. Rain delay in Pittsburgh. That one hasn't really started yet. The Nationals and the Phillies just getting underway in the top of the first inning in Philadelphia. The Phillies on a 4-game win streak, by the way. A 7:05 start time in Baltimore for the Astros and the Orioles. 2 of the hottest teams in baseball right now are the Royals and the Tigers. They're playing each other at Comerica Park in Detroit. Detroit has won 3 in a row. Both of those teams have won 8 out of their last 10. They'll get going right at 7:10. The starting pitchers for that one going to be Ryan Bergert and Casey Mize, your starters that are scheduled for that game. The Blue Jays getting underway at 7:10 with the Marlins at Lone Depot Park in Miami. Mets and Braves will get underway at 7:15. The Mets trying to avoid their 3rd straight loss. A 7:35 start time at George Steinbrenner Field for the Rays and the Cardinals. The Rays ice cold right now. They've lost 4 in a row, trying to avoid making it 5. 7:40 start time in Chicago for the White Sox and the Twins at Rate Field. 8:05 start time at Globe Life Field in Arlington between a couple of teams that are still hanging around there in that American League wild card race. That would be the Guardians, who are just 3 games back right now, and the Rangers, who are a little bit further back than that, but still very much alive with just under 6 weeks left to go here in the regular season. They'll get underway at 8:05 as the starting pitchers scheduled in that one will be Slade Ciccone and Nathan Eovaldi. 8:10 start time out in Milwaukee between the Brewers and the Giants. The Giants have lost 3 in a row. Cubs will be visiting the Angels at Angel Stadium in Anaheim tonight. 9:38 start time out there in SoCal as your starting pitchers in that one, Javier Assad and Tyler Anderson, will be getting the ball for those two teams. Reds and Diamondbacks getting underway at 9:40 from Chase Field out in Phoenix. Zach Littell will be getting the start for the Reds. Ryan Nelson will be going for Arizona. A 9:40 start time in San Diego for the Padres and the Dodgers. The Padres have won 3 in a row. They'll turn to Yu Darvish. He'll be going up against Blake Snell in that battle of Southern California teams there. And finally, one of the coldest teams in all of baseball, the Seattle Mariners, who were looking so good for a while there after the trade deadline, now suddenly have lost 5 in a row. They will get a visit from the A's, who have gotten hot lately. They have won 3 straight, and that game's going to be getting underway at 10:10. Luis Morales going for the A's. The very reliable Brian Wu, however, going for Seattle, looking to play the role of the stopper as the Mariners in a bit of a free fall at the moment. Time now to take a look at the lock of the game. That's presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit them online at newenglandmetalroofing.com and never re-roof again. Now, I was going to Costanza this one. I was. But don't play the music, Joe, because I'm not going to. I'm going to save that for next week. It's Friday. I'm going to try and ride this out with a legitimate pick, and I think I got a good one here. Brian Bayo has dominated the Yankees in his career. Dominated them. He's been awesome against the Yankees. At Yankee Stadium, at Fenway. Doesn't matter. He always gets up for these games. And for some reason, all the books I see have Bayo at 4.5 over-under on strikeouts. I'm taking the over on that. I know I've been cold lately. I hope I don't cool off Brian Bayo. I really hope that that's the case. And if you want to fade my pick, go ahead and fade it. But that's what I'm feeling right now. I think that Brian Bayo is going to keep the momentum going after an uplifting Red Sox win last night. Yankees just don't have good luck against him, including their 2 best hitters. One of whom isn't in the lineup tonight. Giancarlo Stanton's not in the starting lineup tonight, but you may see him at some point pitch hitting or something like that. And he has no luck whatsoever against Brian Bayo. Neither does Aaron Judge. And for those reasons, I'm turning into Mark Cuban again. And for those reasons, I am going with Bayo over 4.5 strikeouts. Every game we have the New England Chevy Dealers question of the day. Together we drive. Listen in for that during the broadcast today. And if you want to go vote in the poll, you can do so on Twitter at SoxBooth. That is where you can find a lot of great highlights, a lot of great calls from Will Fleming and Lou Merlone and Mike Monaco and Middlebrooks and Lenny and everybody else who are in on these radio broadcasts. You can check those out at SoxBooth on Twitter. The question tonight: what has been your favorite Roman Anthony moment this season? Was it his first start against the Rays? Was it the walk-off against Houston? Was it the home run last night at Yankee Stadium, or was it something else? Fill in the blank. You can do that yourself. Fill it in below. I can tell you right now, the home run last night is doing very well in this poll, as I would imagine it would be. That was quite a moment for the kid. His first game at Yankee Stadium. The walk-off against Houston was terrific. No, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't against the Yankees, and it wasn't at Yankee Stadium. And that's always, I think, going to push something like that a little bit over the line. If you want to vote, you can do so. Once again, at SoxBooth on Twitter, 258 votes right now. The home run last night has captured just about 66% of that vote. All right, that's all for me here. I'm Christian Arcan. This has been the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. The greatest rivalry in sports, Red Sox and Yankees. First pitch coming your way right after this here on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
You've got burgers on the grill, ribs dripping in sauce, corn with a little char. Yeah, it's go time. Now crack open an ice-cold Pepsi. That first sip, boom! Flavor level unlocked. Every bite hits harder, every spice sings louder, every smoky note bolder. So fire up the grill and grab a Pepsi, because food doesn't just need a beverage. Food deserves Pepsi.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
You tired of the same old wrench-turning gig? Are you a skilled mechanic ready to take the wheel on your career? H&K Group Incorporated wants to meet you. We're hiring road, shop, and diesel mechanics to join our team of industry leaders. If you got the skills, we're talking top pay, 100% paid benefits, and job security with a team that runs on precision, power, and pride. Step up and get paid what you're worth. Your future starts here. H&K Group does not discriminate. Apply today. Visit hkgroup.com. That's hkgroup.com.
Going on vacation? We're here for it. With kids who turn a backseat into a courtroom drama over whose tablet is louder, whose charger is faster, and why watching the same cartoon for the 100th time is a human right? Yep, we totally have vehicles to handle that. Because whether it's a road trip or a business trip, where your flight's delayed, your phone's at 2%, and your dinner, whatever's open, yeah, here for that too. Enterprise, we're here for it.
Most people would rather attend a corporate team-building workshop than search for auto and home insurance.
Go team, feel that synergy.
That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com.
Who's ready for the trust fall?
Cobalt days are back this Labor Day at Lowe's. For a limited time, save big on select Cobalt 24-volt tools and outdoor power equipment. Shop tools like the Drill Driver Combo Kit, Impact Driver Kit, or 4-amp-hour battery 2-pack. Your choice for $79. Cobalt has the durability and reliability you need to get the project done. Save big during Cobalt days at Lowe's. Offers valid through 9/3 while supplies last. Selection may vary by location.
I'm Kristen Press. And I'm Tobin Heath. We're World Cup winners, Olympians, and the hosts of The Recap Show.
Every week, we sit down with the icons, disruptors, and game changers on the field and beyond it to talk victories, heartbreaks, and everything in between.
We've built a space where athletes, change makers, and people creating the future of women's sports can show up and show off as their full, unapologetic selves.
Follow and listen to The Recap Show wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action. From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app. This is... Red Sox baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And the left field, adios. Sale winds, he fires. Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over. And the Red Sox win. Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about Subaru. SubaruofNewEngland.com.
And Hideo Nomo's pitched a no-hitter.
Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. Nissan, sun's out, deals up at the Nissan end of summer sales event.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Drains by James, Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella, here for good.
Red Sox win again.
Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Strike three, a no-hitter. 23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Duran will score.
Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Way back! Grand slam!
Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. C&S Wholesale Grocers.
It's gone! Into the bullpen.
Brought to you by FindMassMoney.gov. the Department of Veteran Affairs, Hackman Wealth Partners, Boston's premier retirement planning specialist. Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Battle won by House.
McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Northern Bank, your partner for growth.
Here's the throw. Roberts dives, and he is safe.
And by Verizon Wireless, the network Boston relies on. New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Roman reigns supreme.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Mike Monaco.
On an absolutely gorgeous, summery New York night, we welcome you to Yankee Stadium, where tonight the Boston Red Sox play the middle game. Check that, the second game of a 4-game series with the New York Yankees. Last night, a stirring, if often frustrating, victory, highlighted by Roman Anthony's signature moment. For the first time, he launched here at Yankee Stadium a big-time 2-run homer that gave the Red Sox more than enough cushion for Aroldis Chapman to slam the door shut. Sox have now taken 6 straight in the season series from the Yankees. They still look up at New York in both the American League East and in the wild card standings, half a game behind the Bronx Bombers. And they are Bombers indeed, the most home runs in all of Major League Baseball this year. Red Sox look to counter that here this evening. They'll send Brian Bayo to the mound. He's been outstanding overall and great in his career against these Yankees. Meantime, a one-time Cy Young candidate, Max Fried, massive free agent addition for the Yankees, is on the mound. He has struggled big time since the first day of July. The Red Sox look to cash it in against Fried, who got hammered in his last start, allowed 7 runs against the St. Louis Cardinals. So a lot is on the line here tonight, Red Sox and the Yankees. It's hot, it's beautiful, it's a late arriving crowd. I'm sure Friday New York traffic has a lot to do with that. It was jumping in here last night. The Yankees made 4 errors and overcame a lot of base runners for the Red Sox until they could no longer overcome Roman Anthony. Along with Mike Monaco, Will Fleming, as we welcome you into the house that Jeter built. It is now perhaps the house that Roman is trying to tear down, Mike, and that was one of the dramatic swings of the entire season. Not surprising that it came from the kid, but it sure, I think, takes the edge off these next 3. The Red Sox go to Bayo, then Crochet tomorrow, and Dustin May on Sunday. I think it's hard to overstate how much that one swing meant to sort of the tone of this series.
Totally agree with you, and especially the tone of the last few weeks for the Red Sox and the way they came into this series after their off day here, after what happened against the Orioles. It's a great way to start it, and I'm with you on Roman Anthony. It's not surprising, doesn't mean it's any less remarkable. The moments that he has and the bat flip and the show of emotion, and Alex Bregman said it so well afterward. I mean, he's a 21-year-old, and can you imagine a more mature 21-year-old playing baseball? They're looking for the vices of Roman Anthony, and they can't find him. He's just that good, and it was a signature moment for him. And yes, it's a huge win, and it positions the team pretty well in this series. You got Bayo on the mound today, like you said, Crochet tomorrow. Lines up the way you would like to, and what a great start to the weekend series.
Asking Alex Cora to sort of explain things a little bit, he said, I think this kid was just put on earth to do this. And the more we watch him, the more it seems like that is exactly what we're watching unfold before our eyes. I think we're going to be a little bit behind schedule. Aaron Judge has just sprinted out onto the field. He and Anthony Volpe and the other regulars getting ready for the Yankees. They'll send Max Fried to the mound. They desperately need him to have a good one here tonight. The Red Sox on a Friday night in New York will go with the road red unis above gray pants. Sox, of course, in the home traditional white pinstripe kit. Before we get on with the pregame setup here, let's bring you tonight's national anthem, which is always brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one. Red Sox and the Yankees on a Friday night with a lot on the line in late August. It does not get a whole lot better than this. You know, the Red Sox, another newsy day. Not only is Yastinson Garcia here, he will make his major league debut. He'll bat fifth. He was originally slated to play in center field with Roman and right, but a late lineup change for the Red Sox. We'll get you those in a minute. Roman off his feet, he'll be the DH. So Garcia goes to right field to make his debut. And Nate Eaton is going to be in center field for the Red Sox tonight. But that's not the headliner as the umpires march to get the lineup cards. Mike, it's something we've been teasing a little bit and even suspecting. Alex Cora made it official today that Walker Buehler is going to go to the bullpen. He will not make his next start Monday. I wasn't as surprised by that as I was the follow-up, which is it does, in the Red Sox mind, rule out the idea that later in the playoffs and in October that Walker could be a starter for them. Now, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men, but that was the reason they brought him over here. They wanted him to lift them in October, as he so often did, but he just has been erratic. He's been inconsistent. He's not given them length. The walks have been a problem. So they're hoping to discover something. I thought Walker, who met with the writers today, took it like a total pro. And they had some heroic moments for the Dodgers in the postseason last year, and that's, I think, what the Red Sox are going to hope to bottle up. It might have been a long time coming. That doesn't make it any less sort of jarring that a guy they brought on for big bucks to start for them is now in the pen.
Yeah, he said it's obviously disappointing, and he pointed out the first time in his career he's dealt with something like this. And he sat there for 8 minutes in the dugout and answered questions and explained his thinking. He said the organization thinks it's the right thing for our group, and he said probably to a little bit lesser extent for himself, but he thinks that that's the case as well. Gives him a chance to reset. And yeah, I think we've kind of known this is coming, and reports have leaked out intimating that something like this could be happening. And I agree with you. I think it's very interesting that long term, Alex Cora put it, I don't want to yo-yo guys back and forth, and you can understand that. But it is one of the great postseason pitchers in recent years in Walker Buehler. And then the next question is, all right, what happens to his spot in the rotation? And Alex Cora was not prepared to answer that. He kind of moved on pretty quickly when he got asked about it a couple times down in the dugout pregame, and said the same to you, that they're not there yet.
There are some options. I mean, Kyle Harrison is down at AAA. He's not been sharp enough, I don't think, to make that a one-for-one swap. Richard Fitz joined the club yesterday. I think this weekend will determine a lot as to whether or not they need Fitz in the bullpen. If I were a betting man, I would say that the odds on lead for Monday, Buehler's spot, is either that Fitz just starts out right, or that someone like Bernardino would maybe open up against that left-handed heavy Orioles club and then give it over to Fitz, because Bernie's been a great opener. Fitz has really excelled in that kind of role. But the first things first, these 3 games at Yankee Stadium are the most important. And the Red Sox, with a win tonight, would win the season series from the Yankees, which is a big deal. 2 teams right there in the heart of the playoff race. And if they could guarantee that if they tie in the standings, the Sox would vault above and likely host a wild card matchup with the Yankees, that would be a big deal. Neither of these teams has given up on the division, and of course, nor should they. Blue Jays a 4.5 game lead on the Yankees, 5 above the Red Sox. Blue Jays finally lost a game the other day as Max Fried leads the Yankees out onto the diamond. So it's going to be a sprint to the finish between Yankees, Red Sox, and the Blue Jays. Mike, as Fried makes his way onto the mound, how about tonight's starting lineups?
Let's do it, Will. The Morgan & Morgan starting lineups brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. And let's meet tonight's players. First up for Aaron Boone's Yankees, Trent Grisham leads off in center, followed by the Massachusetts native Ben Rice batting second at first. Aaron Judge DHs in the 3 spot. Cody Bellinger's the right fielder in the cleanup spot. Jazz Chisholm is at second base batting 5th. Jason Dominguez bats 6th in left. Anthony Volpe is the shortstop in the 7th spot, with Ryan McMahon at third base batting 8th, and Austin Wells doing the catching and batting 9th. Working with Max Fried with his 3.26 ERA, 141 strikeouts in 149 innings. 13 wins for Fried this year, but Will told you he has really struggled since the start of July. It's an ERA near 7 over that time for Max Fried. He will face this lineup for the Red Sox and Alex Cora. Romy Gonzalez leads off and plays first. Alex Bregman bats second. at third. Roman Anthony bats third. Originally was slated to be in right, and just about 20 minutes ago, the Red Sox made some positional changes, and Roman Anthony is now DHing. Trevor Story is the shortstop and the cleanup hitter, and Justin Son Garcia bats fifth, and he's in right field. He was originally slated to be in center. He'll make his debut in right for the Sox. Jaron Duran's in left, batting sixth. Ceddanne Rafael is at second. He bats seventh. Nate Eaton bats in the 8th spot. He had been DHing. He's going to be in center field for the Sox tonight. And Connor Wong, as always, does the catching, working with Brian Bayo. Those are your Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Max Fried finishes his warm-up tosses as Austin Wells fires down to second. Romy Gonzalez approaches the right-hand box in the red alternate tops for the Red Sox on this Friday night at Yankee Stadium in Game 2 of this 4-game weekend series. Fried climbs atop the rubber. Romy's into the right-hand box, and with the play-by-play, here's the voice of the Red Sox, Will Fleming.
Well, the partial voice, anyway. We hope, Mike, tonight. Oh, it's so great to be with you. I love these road Reds. Romy in. He has owned left-handers. Fried delivers. Romy swings and misses at a sinking fastball, and we're underway. 7:10 p.m., 81 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Hatfield. Better care, better pork. Romy's got the third best on base against lefties this season. Slumping just a little bit, but always dangerous. The 0-1. Chopper foul at his feet, and it's 0-2. I mean, Fried gave up a career-high 7 runs last time out. The offense bailed him out. All the stuff metrics are just way down. His fastball has gotten hit super hard over the last 6 weeks or so. He throws 3 different kinds, including a cutter. He's ahead of Romy 0-2. Here's the pitch. And Romy loops one up the middle. Volpe is there. To his left, he's there to make the play. A little bit of a jam shot for Romy. There's one down for Alex Bregman. The bleacher creatures are going right now. They just saluted Cody Bellinger, who finally acknowledges them. He's in right. Grisham in center. The worst defensive outfielder I've watched in some time. Jason Dominguez is out in left. Bregman gets booed. He was on base all night last night. Right-handed hitter takes outside. Ball 1. Bregman, 3 hits in the ball game last night. Loves everything about Red Sox and Yankees. We're glad he's a part of it in red. 1-0 to Bregman, who's got 16 homers, hitting .303. The pitch is high. Lance Barrett's got the plate. Carlos Torres at first base. Charlie Ramos at second base spot, with Alfonso Marquez at third. Defensive alignment brought to you by the Baldwin Group. Insurance, employee benefits, and wealth management. 2-0 to Bregman. The pitch inside. Ball 3.
How about what Alex Cora told you pregame, that Roman Anthony said to Alex Bregman, was teasing him like, hey, now welcome to this rivalry because I've already played in it.
3 games. They say Roman's loosening up a little bit. He waits on deck. 3-0 to Bregman. Fried throws. Alex takes a strike on the inside corner. Pitcher's pitch. I mean, he signed a massive offseason deal, did Fried. The Red Sox were in on him. In fact, within hours of Fried inking a deal here, that's when the Red Sox added another sweetener to their deal and landed Garrett Crochet. I think both sides happy. 3-1 to Bregman. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased a fastball up and in. It's 3-2. He's been a workhorse. 25 starts. 13-5. 3.26 ERA, but in the last 5 starts, that's more than a run higher than it was.
Pretty good bolt there, up to 97. You mentioned the fastball's been a problem recently.
From 3-0 to 3-2. Here it is. Bregman loops one into left field. That's a base hit. He just keeps doing it here at Yankee Stadium. Boos notwithstanding, and he's aboard with 1 down for Roman Anthony.
Really nice piece of hitting. That's a cutter in off the plate, but moving in and too close to take for Alex Bregman. 3-2. Got jammed partially, but able to loop that over short and get aboard for the Sox.
Here is Roman, and they have just not stopped talking about that bolt from last night. Majestic. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Fastball, and it's 0-1. That was his 5th homer and probably his most dramatic and significant. A game tire in Houston. Another big blast down there. But against the Yankees in this part, given what was going on, that was the one. And an 0-1 pitch inside and low. Fastball 1-1. And he did not wait around. He's often so patient as Anthony. First pitch, he got a breaking pitch up, and he just demolished it. 1-1 with Bregman at first. One down in the first. Fried at the belt throws. Roman swings and misses. He's got a good fastball tonight, does Fried, it would appear, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, some swing and miss to it. I love the bat flip from Roman Anthony because that is so not what we've grown accustomed to from him. And he said afterward, it just happened. And Alex Cora pointed out it was the first time he had seen that from Roman Anthony, and the moment certainly fit that reaction.
I mean, he's never going to be a pure showman. 1-2 to Roman. Fried looks to first. He throws, and Anthony swings and misses. Man, perfect fastball, 98. Bottom of the zone, 2 down. Bring up Trevor's story. This is a much better looking Fried. Of late, you talk to people around this club, everything that Fried has been throwing has been missing up in the middle of the zone. They need him big time to turn it around. No Cole. Heel was super shaky. 2 down with a runner at first. Here's Story. The pitch is a strike. On the corner. Trevor is 4 for 10 with 2 home runs against Max Fried. A lot of that came with the 2 were in the National League, Rockies and Braves. And Trevor's been awesome against the Yankees in a Red Sox uni. A 303 hitter with damage. 2 down, man aboard, the 0-1. Trevor takes way high and outside. That's sort of what he's been doing of late, Fried. Maybe not that dramatically. That one missed, and it's 1-1. I think the Red Sox went into the offseason trying to land 2 of 3 of Crochet, Fried, and Blake Snell. He traded for Garrett. He'll pitch tomorrow. 1-1. Swing and a miss. That was a great changeup, and it's 1-2. 8 years, $218 million given to this pitcher. And he's not a spring chicken, and so the Yankees willing to take some risk at the back end. And this is his second dip into the Red Sox-Yankee rivalry.
Yeah, he's 31, and you said it. 8-year deal goes through the 2032 season for Max Fried.
He looks good early and focused, does Giolito's former high school teammate. 1-2 to Story. At the belt, Fried steps off. Bregman's going nowhere, but just wants to reset a little bit. Alex was not moving well on the bases at all last night, at all. I really think that's something to watch, if not hold your breath about next couple of weeks. 1-2 to Story. Pitch is in the dirt. It gets away, and Bregman, perfect read. He's up to second base. So much for that. He was scampering there. Excellent wild pitch, and Bregman into scoring position.
And then he slides in as well without a throw down from Austin Wells. Good dirt ball read. That's an easy one for Alex Bregman. And yeah, to your point, right on cue about how he was moving. He looked pretty good going down to second there, I'd say.
He did. All right, now a chance for Story to drive in his 80th run. No score in the top of the first. Red Sox and the Yanks. The pitch is swung on and grounded to short. Volpe's got it to a knee. He throws low to first, and it's just picked out in time by Rice. That was awful from Volpe, who's got the throwing yips of late. Rice bails him out. The Red Sox leave Bregman aboard. Bayo to the mound. Bottom 1, no score on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help.
My infection markers were through the roof.
And Crystal knew what to do.
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
And got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at uhc.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel? Or that white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Brian Bayo to the mound as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Red Sox and the Yankees scoreless. He's got his work cut out, does Bayo. Trent Grisham leads it off, and he takes strike one. Always encouraging for Bayo. 96 dotted up at the knees. On the inside corner, Grisham, Rice, and Judge. Herb Chambers batting order for the Yanks. His mustache looks even longer today. Does Grisham looking a little hamburglerish as the 0-1 misses a little bit low with a changeup, 1-1.
It is thick. I mean, you can spot that thing from miles away.
It's not quite Raleigh fingers, but mud flaps. Bayo's been awesome against the Yankees and in this ballpark in his career. 1-1 to Grisham. Pitch. Beauty. I mean, you can't throw a fastball any better than that. Sinker dotted on the corner, and it's 1-2.
Front door sinker to a lefty, so lethal. And you said it, 2.21 ERA in Bayo's career against the Yankees. 9 starts coming in, 53 innings. He's been really good.
And even better than that in the 4 here. He is such a tone setter early. You know what you're going to get almost immediately. 1-2. Pitch is called strike 3. Beauty. I mean, he just absolutely landed a 4-seamer on the corner, carve him up, 1 away.
I mean, that's inside with a front door sinker and then away to the left-hand hitter. Like you said, just dotted on the edge at 96. And if you can learn from Brian Bayo and how he starts and what the command looks like, then you've got to be encouraged by that first AB.
Here's Ben Rice, who hit his 20th home run last night. You know, just looking at Bayo, one thing really does stand out to me. Pitch is a little bit low. Cut fastball. He's just bigger and stronger. I mean, he really fills out his jersey in a way that he did not before. And that's, I think, been an adjustment for him. It's going to really serve him well down the stretch. The 1-0 is a strike. Beautiful cutter. And it's 1-1. I mean, I think he's had to adjust because everything's harder, including that changeup. But he's found the spin and feel for that. And he is imposing all of a sudden. 1-1. Pitch. That's the first changeup he's thrown. It missed just outside. I love that range. 88 miles an hour. It tailed away. Dancing. Good take. And it's 2-1.
Yeah, if he could live there, that would be great. Especially because the cutter's maybe a little bit slower than it has been.
2-1 to Ben Rice with Judge looming on deck. Here's the pitch. That's a beauty. Where did that miss? I guess maybe a little low. A changeup. That was a good pitch. But it's now 3-1. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during the year, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. 3-1. Pitch. Needed to be a strike and was. I mean, that's dotted up, bottom of the zone. 3-2.
Yeah, I love the command early on, not just with the fastball, but it certainly starts with that. But the changeups have been in good spots here against another left-hand hitter in Rice, and there are a ton of lefties, so that changeup's going to have to be a really good pitch for Brian Bayo tonight.
He has been a ground ball machine. 3-2. Pitch. Ripped to first, off the glove of Romy and into the outfield. Distinson Garcia touches a Major League Baseball for the first time. Almost a great play over there by Romy. That one got a lot of plate, and Rice ripped it down the first base line, and here now is Judge.
108 off the bat. Ben Rice has been a hard contact factory in a lot of ways this season. You mentioned up to 20 home runs. That was smoked. I mean, Romy had a chance at it, but now you got to deal with Judge with a man aboard.
What must Garcia be thinking? Deep in right as Judge stands in. 1 on, 1 out in the first. Bayo throws, and Judge takes the ball. Cutter just a little low. You say this quietly and carefully, but Bayo's pitched very well to Judge in his career. Just 2 for 17 with 7 strikeouts. 1-0. Bayo at the letters. Double play depth behind him. He throws. Judge takes a strike. Perfect on the outside corner. 1-1. Aaron Judge is the 4th Yankee to hit 40 or more homers in 4 or more straight years. The other names are about the best names in the history of baseball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Judge. Pitch. That is awesome from Bayo. Cutter, bottom of the zone. It's 1-2. Those would be Ruth, Gehrig, and Mantle. I think it's starting to be a possibility that by the time it's all said and done, he'll be in that conversation. 1-2. Of course, Babe did it 11 times in a row. Not bad. The 1-2. Strike 3 call. Changeup painted by Bayo. And they're 2 away. Now, according to the little pitch box that is up on the screen, those may be missed by a seam or 2, but I think oftentimes we're learning that box is too small for what actually is called strikes these days.
Yeah, it's right around the zone. Yeah, by the letter of the K zone, it was out of it, but that's a really good changeup coming in.
How about Bayo? What an answer. Now Bellinger, perfect fastball. Now Cody crowds the plate. He had to pull his arms away. That was over the heart of the plate. Strike 1.
Yeah, I think you love the command that you're seeing from Brayan Bello. And you said first inning is often an indicator of what version you're going to get. Well, this version looks pretty good.
I would say 1 on, 2 out for Bellinger. Scoreless in the first. He's hit 24 homers. Pitch. Swing and a miss. I mean, he just blew him away with that sinker. 97, 0-2.
The stuff's explosive. That was 97, and it just took off, running away toward the right-hand box.
0-2. This should not be a strike right here. And time is called by the hitter, Bellinger, at the last moment. The thing about this part, this lineup, no count is saved for that short porch down the right field line. 314 on the pole. And it stays that way for a good long while. Distinson Garcia about 10 feet in front of the track out there. 0-2 is in the dirt. Slider. He's not bounced many of that. I guess it's a cutter from him. That was, I think, a really good pitch in that spot. Long has become his batter he made every time. It's funny, Romy dove after that ball, and they just watered the infield before the game. It's like caked mud on his jersey. He'll get him. Yeah, wants a new baseball. He looks so calm on the mound, which is a welcome and new development. Last time out against the Marlins, rattled in the 7th inning by a little mound issue, but other than that, brilliant. 1-2 pitch is outside. He went back away with a changeup, taken by Bellinger, and it's 2-2. Now Cody, on the other hand, has been great against Bayo. He's 3 for 5 with 2 homers against him. I am very aware of that. 2-2 is fouled off. I think he'd like that pitch back, Bayo, and Bellinger for that matter. But that is the power of the cutter, changeup, fastball combo. That was right there at 95. Spoiled foul. I wouldn't expect that pitch again. Rafael is at second base. He's way over in the hole. Story almost behind the second base bag. 2-2. At the letters, Bayo throws and a foul back. And a fastball, but up and away. Stays 2-2.
Now, for as much as we praise Brayan Bello's command, it is 20 pitches here in the first inning. You would love efficiency and length for Bayo to settle in tonight.
Yeah, especially after they had to go to the bullpen so early last night. 2-2. Runner aboard, 2 down. Pitch. High fly into right field, but Garcia's got room in front of the track. He makes his first play as a big leaguer, and it ends the first. The password logs on. We go to the second inning. No score. He'll bat for the first time in a major league game, and not only that, he's going to lead it off when we come back against Max Fried. No score after 1 in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help.
My infection markers were through the roof.
And Crystal knew what to do.
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
And got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at uhc.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel? Or that white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
Ice, energy, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Yastinson Garcia, his first ever big league at bat, and he takes the first pitch he sees. In the Red Sox uniform from Max Fried, a fastball right there, 95 miles an hour. Super exciting, young, talented, right-handed hitter. Pitch is a beauty. He did not see that in the minor leagues. Great curveball, and it's 0-2. He's 22 years old. Signed out of Venezuela in 2020. Well, he's been a super dynamic, athletic outfielder with raw power. 0-2. Curveball swung on and missed. He will do that. I mean, that's unfair from Fried. Sees 3 pitches and is gone. Garcia's got long and flowing hair. He was hitting .303 down at AAA. With real power, he did 17 homers in only 66 games. So that did not last long. First AB is done. And with 1 down, here's Jarren Duran.
Welcome to the big leagues. Fastball for a strike, beautiful curveball, and then a curveball for chase.
Here's Duran. Squares to bunt, takes it back, called a strike anyway. According to Eddie Romero, Yastinson is the first player ever from the state of Apure in Venezuela, his homeland, to make it to the major leagues. Apparently more of a soccer-starved and thirsty region. The 0-1. Swing and miss. Sweeper by Duran, and it's 0-2. Anyway, by all accounts, supreme talent. They loved him from the moment they saw him. As a 15-year-old kid, he was hitting bombs out of major league stadiums. And they loved the base runner, the defender, and most of all, the personality and talent. 0-2 to Duran. Pitch way outside. His parents cannot be here today. They tried to fly to a third country and post and get visas for entry, but denied by the president of Venezuela. But his brother is here, who is another farmhand and a great player in the Sox system. Yohan Fran. 1-2. Duran cues it foul on the third base side.
Yeah, 20-year-old Yohan Fran Garcia is here in the seats. He's wearing a black hoodie. Was able to take that in. The first big league at bat for his brother. And yeah, you feel for the family unable to be here in full tonight.
Happens way too often. We got to find a way to streamline that process. There's a lot of diplomacy involved. The 1-2 swung on a miss. I mean, Fried is awesome so far. Duran blown away. 3 strikeouts. This is the Max Fried of April and May. And with 2 down, here comes Cedon.
Yeah, this is the guy who stormed out of the gates really the first 3 months of the season, and stuff's good. Velo looks like it's up as well. He's got the full arsenal that looks pretty good his first 26 pitches.
So here with 2 down is Cedon, who's been working so hard to get the front foot down early. He does here, and he lines one into left field, but it'll hang up for Jason Dominguez. He's there to make play a little off the end of the bat for Cedon. He knows he had one right there. Very close, a little better, but Fried rolling along. Had a laugh at Jazz Chisholm. Those are a couple personalities. We go to the bottom of the second. Bayo back to the mound. The Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
You've got burgers on the grill, ribs dripping in sauce, corn with a little char. Yeah, it's go time. Now crack open an ice-cold Pepsi. That first sip, boom! Flavor level unlocked. Every bite hits harder, every spice sings louder, every smoky note bolder. So fire up the grill and grab a Pepsi, because food doesn't just need a beverage. Food deserves Pepsi.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bayo back to the mound. Bottom 2, Jazz Chisholm takes strike 1. Bottom of the zone, a sweeper. Bayo's sharp. He's got to be, based on what we've seen from Max Fried so far. Chisholm, Dominguez, and Volpe for the Yankees, with Bregman way in at third. Pitch high with a fastball. Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Porsche Boston and Porsche Burlington. 239, 22 homers. He turns around and talks to the home plate umpire, Lance Barrett. Now looks out, 1-1. Foul on. Always gamesmanship with this hitter. Always. And then some. These are the final days to enter the Shaw's and Star Market Grand Slam Sweepstakes. Get it up till August 31st. Win a Boston sports experience and a $500 Shaw's gift card. 1-2, the pitch. Chopper toward first. Romeo play the third hop. Underhand to a covering Bayo. Wins the foot race there, and there's one down.
Another good changeup. Bayo's had it working against these lefties in particular, and there are a ton of them in the Yankees order. It's just consistently at the bottom of the zone or beneath it, and that's a great spot for him to live.
And the Red Sox batted in the top of this inning. Cedon was the seventh batter, sponsored by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. Lost sevens after 6, 1-7. Here's a man they call the Martian. I would say so far has not lived up to it. 257, 9 homers. Big, strong lefty, the pitch. Strike. Now, they talked about this guy as if he would be like what Roman Anthony is. I mean, he's got tremendous power. He has stolen 21 bags, but an OPS of 716. 0-1. Pitch, line foul. He's also way, way below average defensively. I mean, I haven't looked at the numbers recently, but it'd be hard to figure that he wouldn't rank out as one of the worst defensive outfielders that exists. 0-2. One down in the second. Here's the pitch. Pop foul. Straight back.
It's not exceedingly pretty when you do look at the numbers. 3rd percentile in outs above average. And a reminder on percentile, you like to be closer toward 100.
Yeah. Well, my question would be, who are the other two?
Right.
I mean, this guy is on ice skates in the outfield. He really is. He's got a huge arm. 0-2. Bayo going to keep cruising. He throws, and he misses just down. Curveball there. He's not throwing that almost at all, Bayo. In the dirt, 1-2. And in fact, it's just not a curveball. Maybe it's a slider, maybe it's a sharp cutter. It's not a pitch he throws. 1-2. Pitch. Line drive foul. Might have broken his bat. That was a really good changeup. That pitch is dancing tonight, 88-89.
It's really good. It's had downward movement for the most part, and then he threw that one with the same type of horizontal movement that his sinker had, especially the one he threw last inning to Cody Bellinger.
That's the combo that got him so good so quickly in the big leagues. 1-2, the pitch. High. Tried the four-seamer. That's where he wants that. I mean, he's dotting everything up right now. It's 2-2. Subaru New England scoreboard. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Some huge ones across baseball. The Blue Jays are in Miami playing the Marlins. 3-0 they lead in the second. 2-2. That is just inside. It was a ball. Royals and Tigers in Detroit. Casey Mize on the mound for the Tigers. I think both the Yankees and Red Sox are Detroit fans in that one. 3-2. Pitch. Outside. That's a no-no for Bayo. With the speed of Dominguez, you want to make him beat you himself. Free pass. And so the Yankees have their second base runner. Bayo is really upset with himself, and it's important to just kind of bring it back together. You're now Anthony Volpe.
I hate losing a guy when you get ahead 0-2 like that, and some of the bigger misses we've seen from Bayo so far.
1 on, 1 out. Here's Volpe, who's got good numbers against Bayo. He tries to stop his swing, cannot, and fouls it off the end of the bat. I mean, Dominguez this season, sort of a hard guy to walk. 38 walks in 105 games. Volpe has hit a couple homers against Bayo. Keep it in the yard right here. 0-1. Pitch. Low. Sinker. Lou said something as we went off the air last night, which I think rings totally true. The Yankees lead the world in homers. That is a huge part of what they do, but they're not that good in offense if they don't hit homers. So that is the order of the day for Bayo. Double play depth behind him. 1-1. That's a strike. Can't throw it any better than that. Sweeper, bottom of the zone, 1-2.
Yeah, it's nice to hit a lot of home runs, and it's just wild that at one point it was, 20 runs in a row had come on home runs from that. But both teams found themselves with a lot of situations last night with runners in scoring position.
1-2. High fly into center field. Not going anywhere. Nate Eaton drifts back into his left. He's there to make the play. And they're 2 down. If you're looking for a warm, vibrant community for mom and dad, River Spring Living truly feels like home. I myself have just gone down the road from here, and I've seen firsthand the care and connection that makes it so special. Schedule a tour today at riverspringliving.org. I'm also partial to the place because the man who runs it, David Pomerantz, brought me about the best Reuben I've ever had today. Liebman's Deli as Ryan McMahon takes strike 1 on the outside corner.
I opted for the chicken salad. Yeah, thanks to David. And more chicken salad on wheat bread than you could ever imagine. The bread was drowning.
You don't get cheated. Yeah, it's like 5 inches tall. 0-1 to McMahon. 17 homers. He swings and fouls a changeup into the mid. Good stuff, 0-2.
Not crazy proud of the chicken salad choice.
Yeah.
It felt safe, though. You never know pregame.
I should have given you more context. This is one of the great kosher delis in the world. I'm going to get him to bring the matzo ball soup on Sunday. It should travel okay on a Sunday. The 0-2 is grounded on the left side. Bregman's got it. Another good inning for Bayo. Throw to first in time. Inning over. Sunday Night Baseball. Get it in the middle of the day. Coat the throat. Let's go. Bayo's rolling, and he's fired up coming off the mound. No score through 2. Shaw's and Star Market, WEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
Ice, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks iced energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist, to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks iced energy. Find it in stores or online today.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa! That crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Nate Eaton leads it off as we go into the 3rd inning. He takes the first pitch. Fastball for a strike from Max Fried. And to tell you all about it, here's Mike Monaco.
You owe me a pitch, Will. Strike 1 to Nate Eaton, who is in center after he originally was slated to DH in the right-hand box, the 0-1. Takes a fastball north of the zone. 1-1 from Max Fried. No score. Game 2 of this 4-game series. Red Sox and Yankees. Red Sox have won 6 of 7 against the Yankees this season. They're on a roll against them. Here comes the 1-1. Eaton takes a breaking ball that misses up. 2-1. Looked like a strike. Was not called that way. Fried a little long glare in at the home plate umpire, and it's 2-1. Outfield plays basically straight up, couple of steps toward left against Nate Eaton. Slightly open stance. 2-1. Takes a fastball called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-2. The 3rd inning is brought to you by Citgo. Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Eaton's leading off here in the 3rd. 2-2. He swings and he pulls one high in the air down the left field line, but that's hooked foul toward the second deck. Still 2-2. So it's Nate Eaton, Connor Wong, and Romy Gonzalez in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Infinity of Westboro. After a rousing finish to the game last night for the Red Sox, Roman Anthony's heroics. Fried's 2-2. Misses in. Full count on Nate Eaton. You hope everything's okay with Roman Anthony. He was slated to start in right. He's DHing, and that came very close to game time, but good to see that he's at least still able to bat tonight. The lefty Fried kicks, and the 3-2 is inside, ball 4. Fried frustrated. He hops off the mound as he yanked the 98-mile-an-hour fastball And Eaton is on, and the Red Sox have their second base runner with a leadoff walk.
Now things get really interesting because Eaton can fly. He's almost just as fast as David Hamilton, and Connor Wong's their best bunter. We saw him do that the other night.
So Wong steps into the right-hand box. 180 average, the 5 RBIs for Connor. With Eaton at first. Not going, first pitch, and Wong does not square. He takes a strike with a breaking ball, 0-1.
I mean, it's early to bunt. I'm not saying they were even considering it, but then you roll over the order and you're trying to just maybe break through a little bit against Fried. Connor's been swinging it, though.
He's hit safely in 8 of his last 12. Grips a two-tone bat with red and white batting gloves. The 0-1. Down and away. A ball and a strike on Wong. You're right. Fried has looked good so far. His first 2 innings, got through those on 27 pitches with 3 strikeouts. Fastball up to 98. And some good breaking balls as well from Max Fried. The big ticket offseason signing. No score in the third. The pitch is swung on and missed. 1-2 on Wong, who tried to hold up on a fastball down, but it's 1-2. Last night was just a grind. 3 hours and 25 minutes. I don't need to tell you. A long one here that Alex Cora said felt like the old Red Sox-Yankees games. Man at first, nobody out for the Red Sox. And Fried will fire over to first with Eaton back to the bag without a dive. Red Sox trying to clinch the season series with the Yankees as well with one more win with an eye toward the postseason. That's not insignificant. 1-2. Wong swings and he fouls it off himself right at home plate on a fastball in. Still 1-2. Red Sox trying to drive up the pitch count a little bit as well. Told you Fried 27 pitches through 2 compared to Bayo 40 pitches through his 2 innings of work. We've got no score in the third here at Yankee Stadium. Sky's starting to darken as we approach 8 o'clock. Fried with a long look in at his catcher, Austin Wells. Now he straightens up with a waist high set. The 1-2. Eaton runs. The pitch, a ball. Wells' throw. Not even close. Headlong dive from Nate Eaton, the burner. And he swipes second and moves into scoring position with nobody out in the third inning for the Red Sox.
What a jump. Awesome. He guessed right. Easily safe. This is the one where if they challenge and it's overturned, you'd blow your mind. Because he was over the bag. If he's out here, again, my least favorite rule in the game.
And Aaron Boone is going to challenge this.
New York is down to the safe call at second base.
I just hate it, Mike. I mean, he didn't lose the bag. His hand is on it. He slides through. The hand goes past it. And Chisholm has got the tag on. And maybe there's like a millisecond where the right hand is off the bag and the knee isn't on, but I'm not so sure. And again, here we are again. If he's out there, that's the dumbest rule in pro sports. What are we trying to accomplish as a sport? And by the way, the contact is the one that moved his left hand off to make that possible. Stupid.
The loyal fans will remember this is much like the David Hamilton play in San Diego a couple weekends ago. Somewhat different in that in this instance, Eaton really does come barreling in with a headlong dive, like a safety in football going for a tackle. Tried to grab the base with his right hand on the outer edge of it. Both hands ended up off the bag. His foot, left leg rather, grabs a hold of it at some point.
I don't know that it's 100% clear.
Yeah, I don't know either. With Jazz Chisholm fielding that throw from Austin Wells on a hop, applying the tag, and then trying to stick with Nate Eaton at second. Yeah, it was a really frustrating situation 2 weekends ago for the Red Sox in San Diego. Xander Bogaerts, of all people, was in the middle of it, and his impact kind of pushed David Hamilton off the base, something Alex Cora admitted afterward as well. So this play is still under review with no score in the top of the third at Yankee Stadium.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner is out, and New York will retain their challenge.
ship that rule to the moon. It's the stupidest rule in pro sports. What we're doing is we're sending it to a replay room and going micro frame by micro frame and saying at any millisecond did a runner who was safe have 1 millimeter of his body off the bag with a glove on him. Come on, terrible. Not the spirit of the rule, or the game for that matter.
Where we saw a dive into second, not coming close to the bag, this one well over the bag. Now the pitch to Wong misses up, and so it's 3-2 on Wong.
As you said, the difference here is that he did kind of pop up a little bit with his knee, but come on.
And that's frustrating. I mean, Red Sox were looking at a man in scoring position, flip the lineup, nobody out. Instead, 1 out, bases empty. Fried's 3-2. Wong swings and he chops it off the side of the mound. Fried springs to it, he gloves, he throws the first in time to retire Wong. And there's 2 away for the Sox in a scoreless third. Well, time for the New England Chevy dealers question of the day. Together we drive. And today's question at Sox Booth on Twitter is this. What's been your favorite Roman Anthony moment this season? His first start, his walk-off against the Astros, or the home run last night here at Yankee Stadium? You can write in another choice as well. Here's Romy Gonzalez. He takes ball 1, bounced in from Fried. 1-0. I would submit a write-in candidate of the contract extension as well.
No kidding.
For Roman Anthony. We'll get the results in the 7th inning. No score here in the 3rd. Romy lined to short softly his first time. Fried's 1-0. Romy swings and he lines it down the right field line, but that fades foul into the seats. 1-1. So Romy getting the start at first against the lefty, and Nathaniel Lowe has been really good for the Red Sox so far. He's come up with some patience at the plate and then big hits as well. The 1-1. Romy swings and he fouls it back on 97 in, and it's 1-2.
Like, do you think when the game was founded 160 years ago, we thought we would just go, you know what we should really do? Frame by frame Zapruder film and figure out whether there's a millisecond where the bag is not occupied after the spirit of the rule was satisfied.
1-2. Romy takes down 2-2.
Stupid. He slid in before the tag, and he was over the bag.
And I'll tell you this, though, about Nate Eaton's dive in a second. He was going to make sure he did not come up short.
No.
He was going for it. Fried's 2-2. Romy takes up and in just out of the zone. And off the plate, 3-2 on Gonzalez. He went barreling toward the bag. So another out on the base paths as well for the Red Sox. But a frustrating situation with that last night with David Hamilton. 3-2 to Romy. He takes outside ball 4. So this inning could feel a lot different. But the Red Sox do have a 2-out base runner as Romy gets on via the walk in front of Alex Bregman. So 2 walks in the inning from Max Fried, who had looked so crisp the first 2 frames. And boos greet Bregman again. He singled back in the first after he ran the count full. No score, 3rd inning. First pitch. Bregman takes outside with a curveball, 1-0.
Way less sharp this time. I mean, the results prove it, but big misses all of a sudden.
That curveball was not close. Bregman 3 hits and a walk yesterday in the opener. The 1-0. He swings and he rolls it right side past the vacated infield and into right field. Romy stops at second. Bregman's got 2 more hits already through 3 innings. And the Red Sox have him at first and second with 2 outs and no score in the 3rd for Roman Anthony.
Yeah, so now the dumb overturn costs him a run. But stay positive. Still a chance to really put a big number up right here.
This inning could have a much different feel if not for that at second. In any event, here's Roman Anthony for the 2nd time left on left against Max Fried. Struck out his first time on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. After the huge moment last night, his first career game at Yankee Stadium. 2 for 5, the home run, a walk, and 3 RBIs for Roman Anthony with 3 straight multi-hit games now. Fried's up to 22 pitches this inning. First pitch. Roman swings and misses over a sweeper down, 0-1. He was geared up for perhaps a first pitch fastball there. First and second for the Red Sox with 2 outs against Fried in the top of the third. Fried peers at second at Romy. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Fastball tied up Roman Anthony. A sinker at 96 in. And Roman asked for time. Alex Cora said it to you pregame. Roman Anthony was born to do this. The moments like last night. We've seen him so comfortable with 2 strikes as well the last few months. But down 0-2. Here's the pitch. He takes up and in. 1-2 from Fried. Alex Cora said he's able to slow it down in these big spots. Said they saw it at Wrigley Field. At times in Philly as well, even with a lot of strikeouts from Roman Anthony there. 2 on, 2 out, third inning, no score. Max Fried's 1-2 is strike 3 called. Fastball right down the heart of the plate at 97, and Roman Anthony stares at it. The Red Sox leave 2 in the top of the third, and no score in the Bronx through 2.5 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
And I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in. Here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving role.
Hear more stories like Crystal's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
You've got burgers on the grill, ribs dripping in sauce, corn with a little char. Yeah, it's go time. Now crack open an ice-cold Pepsi. That first sip, boom! Flavor level unlocked. Every bite hits harder, every spice sings louder, every smoky note bolder. So fire up the grill and grab a Pepsi, because food doesn't just need a beverage. Food deserves Pepsi.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Red Sox leave a pair in the top of the third, and we remain scoreless as we start the bottom of the third in the Bronx. Brian Bayo against the left-hand hitting Austin Wells, and the first pitch cutter is in for a strike. 0-1 on the Yankees backstop. 209 average, but 17 home runs. The OPS a bit below league average for Wells. Bayo out of the stretch only, as always, in his 0-1. Misses down, a ball and a strike with the changeup out of the zone. So Wells, Trent Grisham, and then Ben Rice in the Herb Chambers batting order for the Yankees. 58 driven in for Austin Wells. Bayo kicks and deals. Swinging a foul back, 1-2 off the netting with another changeup. Pitch that has looked pretty good so far from Brian Bayo. It's had some two-plane movement down and then darting away from lefties as well toward the right-hand box. 40 pitches through the first 2. Single to Ben Rice in the first. A walk to Dominguez in the second. Bayo's 1-2. Up and away. Fastball at 96. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bayo today, Crochet tomorrow for the Red Sox. And then Dustin May on Sunday Night Baseball here in the finale. Bayo's 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Great cutter from Brian Bayo fools Austin Wells. And Bayo collects his third strikeout, and there's one away with no score in the third. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI Studios. 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
With Will Fleming, Mike Monaco, Trent Grisham in the box, and the first pitch outside to the lefty, ball one. We have been pounding tea loaded with honey in this broadcast booth for the better part of an hour and a half now. No score here in the Bronx. Red Sox and Yankees in game 2 of 4. Grisham struck out looking his first time on 96 from Bayo. 1 out, bases empty in the 1-0. Swinging a foul, served down the left field line and into the seats, 1-1. Bayo has looked sharp again for the Red Sox, continuing on what he's done for months now. 3.23 ERA and 21 starts coming in. He lifts the front leg, the 1-1. Fastball misses inside, 2-1.
Well, Mike Kay is now my best buddy. He heard about it. I told him about it. And then before the game, about an hour ago, he brought in this magical honey. Apparently, it's quite expensive.
From New Zealand.
Yeah. Restorative powers, he told me.
2-1 is a strike on the outside part of the plate. 2-2.
I mean, I would have drank goat blood if he told me to. This was much better than that. And I don't know whether it's a direct attribution. We got a long way to go, but Michael, my man.
He did specify to us after dropping it off, please return it to the Yankees television booth because it is not cheap. Yeah. Like $70 for a small item.
They make Yankee money. They're fine.
1 out, base is empty, no score. 2-2 is up high. Full count on Grisham, the Yankees leadoff man. Yeah, you didn't even notice that I'd been dealing with the same thing.
Did not.
I'm not familiar with. You're not familiar with. And
I am now.
So I've got a whole other thing of honey for you.
Kay was like, I need it.
He's like, 16 ounces? No. Not enough bang for the buck. Pitch is swung on and floated foul, out of play, second deck, third base side.
Well, it's not even bang for the buck. It's not enough bucks.
And it doesn't have whatever anti-inflammatory in it that his product has. Bayo trying to finish off Grisham. Sets chest high. And it's 3-2. Swinging a roller toward first, and the second baseman, Rafaela, has a kick off his glove. He had a long way to go to his left, and Grisham reaches with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Romy Gonzalez started toward it, and then he bolted to cover the bag. Rafaela did get his glove on it, but that'll go as an infield single to get Trent Grisham aboard.
Total tweener. That's a tough one for a first baseman, and I think he in the end made the right choice because Cedon did get there. Make that play. Not easy, but you should make that play.
So man aboard for the Yankees with 1 out in the third for Ben Rice, who singled his first time. First pitch, and Rice swings and misses in the left-hand box at a cutter that was down, and a really good one from Brian Bayo. Ben Rice, the pride of Cohasset, Massachusetts.
Well, one of them anyway.
A very good town. Ian Brown, of course, the other.
And you.
He waits with an open stance, the 0-1. Swinging a roller up the middle. The shortstop, Story gloves, taps the base, throws to first easily in time for 2. A 6-3 double play. Story perfectly positioned against the lefty. A roller up the middle, and it ends the inning for Brian Bayo. Through 3 in the Bronx, no score. Sox and Yankees on the Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help.
My infection markers were through the roof.
And Crystal knew what to do.
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
And got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you.
Ooh.
Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Under now dark skies in the Bronx, we go to the fourth inning with the Red Sox and Yankees in Game 2 of 4, scoreless. Trevor Story leads off against Max Fried, and the first pitch is swung on a cued foul right at home plate. 0-1. Story grounded to short his first time, and he just turned that double play ball at the end of the bottom of the third on a roller toward the second base bag that almost hit the second base bag and thankfully skipped just over it to allow Story to hang with it. Infield plays the pull from Trevor Story. Fried goes into the windup and is 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good slider to the back foot. 0-2. So Story, Garcia in his major league debut, and Duran in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Lincoln of Norwood, and Westboro.
Not all double plays created equal. It was pretty great that that ball did not hit the second base bag, but it's sort of nice to leave Judge on deck.
Get to face him clean to start the bottom of this fourth inning. Made for an economical 14-pitch inning as well for Bayo. Fried winds, unfurls, and the 0-2 is swung on and fouled back with a heater up. That's the 110th pitch of the game, brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill, proud to be an official partner of the WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. No score, top 4. Red Sox and Yankees. Here's the 0-2. Story swings and misses and strikes out on a good curveball right down the heart of the plate from Fried, who's got 5 strikeouts, and there's 1 away. The fourth inning is brought to you by Cars for Kids, the easiest way to get rid of your old car. Donate today and your car can be picked up tomorrow. Donate now at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. So now Justin Soto Garcia bats for the second time. First pitch, he takes a sweeper up and away, ball 1 in the right-hand box.
See, I hope he's guessing fastball right here and just unloads.
Struck out on 3 pitches in his first AB. Here's the 1-0. Swings and misses on a cutter up. He's trying to do just that, 1-1.
I love it.
There's a shot of his brother in the seats just clapping his hands. I think he was thinking the same thing. Go after a 1-0 fastball that was elevated. No score, fourth inning. Fried into the windup is 1-1. Garcia holds up on a pitch above the zone, 2-1. Well, he's going to swing. That's the first thing that AAA Worcester manager Chad Tracy said to Alex Cora. He will get his swings off. But they like the defense, and he can run as well. Fried's 2-1. Garcia takes in 97 with a cutter that was yanked. 3-1 on Garcia.
So this is where you learn whether the Yankees are really worried about him. I mean, and this is modern baseball. They got all this info, scouts, and video of AAA. Normally, in the old days, this would be a heater right down the middle.
His brother is seated in the stands, hands clasped together, anxiously waiting. Fried kicks the front leg, and his 3-1. Garcia takes a strike, top of the zone. Looked like it was above it, but called strike 2, and it's a full count.
It's a good take. That has not been a strike all night. I don't think it was.
And now Garcia steps out, asks for time, and adjusts his batting gloves.
And we got a squirrel on the third base line. He'll never forget that. He's going to say hi to Max Fried.
A squirrel is on the mound near the right cleat of Max Fried. And here we go. This is where we do the play-by-play of the squirrel bolting towards second. With no score in the top of the 4th inning. It's between first and second and pondering its next move.
For an LA kid, Max Fried didn't seem that worried. He looked ready to go. Chased it off the mound.
The squirrel is now nibbling on the dirt and making a run at Ben Rice over at first, who I don't think wants any part of that.
Cohasset kids, come on.
He's barking at Jazz Chisholm now. And we got some of those in Cohasset. And now the squirrel is making its way in foul ground down the right field line, has found a doorway, has wedged itself up against it. And I think we're going to resume here.
Maybe. He's headed home.
Perhaps. Fried's on the rubber. Is 3-2 to Garcia. Is to the backstop. And Garcia gets aboard for the first time in his major league career. And he will never forget the intruder during his second major league plate appearance.
He tried to just leap over the wall. That'd have been fun for the fans in the front row. You know how when a pitcher comes into the game and there's more than 4 pitches thrown and some of the results goes to the pitcher, like does the squirrel get part of that walk?
Squirrel gets that part of the whip. Oh. The squirrel is trying to do parkour to find a way out of here, but cannot. So 1-out base runner for the Red Sox with no score in the 4th, and here's Jarren Duran. Fried rifles one over to first, and Ben Rice does a nice job to grab that with Garcia flopping back to the base. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Red Sox, providing first aid at Fenway and supporting Red Sox scholars. Learn more at bidmc.org. Left on left, here's the pitch. Durant swings and he pops it up behind home plate. Austin Wells will look that one into about the 6th row. And it's 0-1 on Durant. I mean, the squirrel is still on the field.
I want the ball attendant to get the bucket or the glove and just cover the darn thing.
Yeah, no one's made a move toward it.
It's like Christmas vacation. All right, Russ, I'm going to take my coat, wrap it around the squirrel, and you're going to hit it over the head with a hammer.
The squirrel. Oh, the squirrel has found a little nook or a cranny, perhaps. And nope, still on the field. Garcia's at first, 1 out for the Red Sox in the 0-1. Durant swings and he dribbles it foul right at home plate. 0-2. The squirrel is not getting the same treatment as when, let's say, a fan decides to streak across the field. That brings out all forms of security and personnel. No score, 4th inning. Durant struck out his first time on a Max Fried fastball. Fried, who has struggled here over his last number of starts, going back to the beginning of July, almost a 7 ERA in that time. Waist high set. Fried glances at first, and that was 0-2. Durant takes out. 1-2 with 97 well out of the zone and no chase. We'll get you our league leaders and who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James. Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining at drainsbyjames.com. They give a poop about your pipes.
Squirrel's found a peanut.
It is gnawing on it. 1-2 is down, 2-2.
It's a good place for that. It's probably what he's looking for all night, right?
Well, nourishment, as some would say. He is crushing, he or she, I don't know how we define these things with squirrels.
Probably have to get a closer look.
Crushing a peanut down the first base line, still on the field. 2-2, Garcia takes off, and Durant swings, and he fouls it off over the Red Sox third base dugout.
I love that. He had that bag stolen all the way. 2-strike count. Jarren can't lay off.
I told you, he runs well. Good athlete. And a great defender who was originally slated to be in center. Durant was originally supposed to be in left. Durant is in left, but Garcia moved over to right with Roman Anthony moving to DH right before the game. 2-2. Durant takes inside with a curveball that misses, and it's a full count as the Red Sox continue to work these ABs and drive up Max Fried's pitch count. Next pitch will be his 70th. Back-to-back full counts from this patient Red Sox offense. Garcia at first, 1 out, no score in the 4th. Fried will fire to first, and Garcia is back without a dive. Cedon Rafael is on deck. Got a good pitch to hit his first time. Had a good look at Max Fried. Garcia leads off of first. Rice holds him. 3-2. Duran swings and he bounces it in front of home plate. Fried gloves. He spins and he throws to first to retire Jaron for out number 2, with Garcia up to second in scoring position with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Fried is always such a sterling defender. He's been one of the best in his career, and he handled that gracefully on a slow bouncer. Had time to get even the speedy Duran, and there's 2 outs for Cedon. Rafaela lined to left. In the second, was out in front. You said trying to get his front foot down against Max Fried. Got a pitch that hung. Wanted to do some damage with it. Infield plays the pull. First pitch. Rafaela swings and misses. Head goes flying up on a curveball in the dirt, and it's 0-1.
I'm trying to think about who I would pick on the Red Sox roster to go get that squirrel. I mean, Whitlock fits. I mean, Hamilton would get the speed to catch it.
I don't think Greg Weissert would be bothered.
No, me neither.
I think he would just be steely-eyed. 0-1. Bounced in. Good block by the catcher, Wells. 1-1.
It would be a bullpen guy, though, I think.
Has to be. That is how they are wired. Chapman would not be bothered. I don't think he'd be in a rush to go after it.
Well, you should just have Chapman throw a fastball at it. It'd be over. Now he's going to check in with Bellinger in right.
I mean, the squirrel is just bouncing out to Cody Bellinger in right field. That's why you hear the crowd reacting as the game continues. Man at second, 2 outs, no score in the 4th, and the 1-1. Rafaela swings and he rolls it to short at Anthony Volpe, who approaches gloves, throws on the run and on target, and the inning's over.
They come.
Garcia will never forget his second Major League plate appearance. We're through 3.5 in the Bronx and no score. Sox and Yankees on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help.
My infection markers were through the roof.
And Crystal knew what to do.
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
And got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Brian Bayo faces Aaron Judge to begin a scoreless bottom of the 4th, and the first pitch swung on and lifted in the air to right field, and Garcia comes in to make the catch for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 away, and Aaron Judge is 0 for 2 against Brian Bayo, and he hit that ball to where the squirrel now is, on the fence in right field.
He trapped himself
here at Yankee Stadium, and the squirrel is wedged, yes, between like a chain link fence that protects the video board on the wall in right. Here's Cody Bellinger. Righty to lefty, and Brian Bayo's first pitch is down ball 1.
Yeah, and it's padded on top. So he was able to squeeze himself between the padding and get behind the chain link, but now what's he going to do to get out of there?
I mean, it's been upside down at points. The 1-0. Swung on and lifted foul. Third base side out of play, 1-1. Well, you see something? that'll change the course of a few innings.
Rally squirrel.
There was a security guard between innings who kind of approached it very tentatively. And then once it got wedged in the fence, wanted no part of it. Base is empty, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Brian Bayo's looked good tonight. Here comes his 1-1. Swinging a high fly ball lifted to left center field, rather right center, as Eaton runs it down in the gap for out number 2. So Cody Bellinger with a couple of fly ball outs today. And there's 2 down for Bayo in this bottom of the 4th. So now to Jazz Chisholm in the 5 spot in the Herb Chambers batting order for the Yankees. We check in on the Subaru of New England scoreboard as well. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Blue Jays, Will told you earlier, jumped out to a 3-0 lead on the Marlins. Miami's got one back. It's 3-1 Toronto in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch is down and into the left-hand hitting Chisholm. Blue Jays at 74 and 54. Ty France, Bo Bichette contributed early for the Blue Jays, who are down in Florida with Shane Bieber on the bump. Bayo's 1-0. Chisholm checked his swing on a pitch away. They appeal, and no swing, 2-0.
Ty France was like the #1 peacekeeper in the Tommy Pham fiasco. He ain't got no time.
Knowing Ty France personally, that's not a surprise. He is an even-keeled guy.
Well, Tommy wanted to knock his head off, and then he realized, oh, right, I just played with this dude.
2-0 is a strike on the outside part of the plate with a cutter, 2-1.
Teammates in San Diego, so that's why Ty was sent in to sort of diffuse the situation. That was just ridiculous.
Tommy Pham finds himself in the middle of certain situations. 2-1. Swinging a pop-up foul behind home plate. 2-2 on Chisholm.
He takes enormous personal offense to certain things, like he's morally wronged.
How are you feeling about fantasy football this year, by the way?
Well, better and better by the day. It's always a coin flip.
A couple weeks away from draft time.
Let's go.
No score, bottom of the 4th. Red Sox and Yankees in the Bronx. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nasty back foot breaking ball from Brian Bayo, who picks up his 4th strikeout, pounds his bare hand into his mitt, and caps a 1-2-3 bottom of the 4th. No score in the Bronx as we go to the 5th in game 2 of 4 on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Lowe's knows that more projects mean more tools. For a limited time, new and existing MyLowe's Rewards credit card members can get 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more, in-store and online. Don't wait to get the things you need. Get special financing today. Lowe's. We help. You save. Now through August 27th, choose 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more. Offer subject to credit approval and cannot be combined. Minimum monthly payments required. See store at Lowe's.com for details.
Ice, energy, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks iced energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks iced energy. Find it in stores or online today.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help.
My infection markers were through the roof.
And Crystal knew what to do.
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
And got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
Art Fitzy and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Nate Eaton leads it off. He bluffs a bunt, takes a sweeper in there for strike 1. pitcher's duel tonight. And in a lot of ways, I think Bale looks sharper than Fried does, although Max does have 5 strikeouts. 0-1 to Eaton. That's another strike. Borderline, change up, maybe a little low, but given. And it's 0-2. Bale 4 punch outs, just cruising along. Eaton walked and I thought stole a bag his last time, but that ridiculous overturn. 0-2. Pitch way outside. Red Sox had some choices to make when Wilyer Abreu went down onto the IL. They got password up here, of course. Optioned Abraham Toro. Now that Lowe has sort of solidified the platoon at the very least over first base. They like the versatility that Eaton brings. He can help you late in games too. 1-2. Fried rocks. He throws, and Eaton swings and drives one high and deep into center field. Grisham going back onto the warning track, and he is there, spun around to make the play. That thing was bolted, but it just hangs up. I mean, Eaton's got power. You rip that thing 105 off the bat, but it dies probably about 395 feet away from home plate. Loud first out. Just missed it. He's smiling in the dugout. Here now, Wong. Counter. Weak comeback his first time. Fastball misses outside. For ball 1. Just grind him away a little bit. That's the idea for the Red Sox. 78 pitches for Fried. That's good. Red Sox got into the bullpen last night. I don't think Weaver will be available. That's maybe a good thing for the Yankees. He was awful last night. You want to know the pitch. Long takes a strike. Curveball that bent in there. And it's 1-1. Code word of the game, Bronx Bombers. Enter your code word of the member portal today to claim your points. Bronx Bombers. Romy, the leadoff man, is on deck. 1-1 to Wong. Little blooper in the right field. Going to get down for a hit over the first baseman Rice. Wong can run. He'll take the turn, but Bellinger is in to make the play. Had that been Stanton last night, who knows? Maybe Wong's at second. And the Red Sox have only their 3rd hit. Wong is aboard for Romy.
And they've had some base runners. I mean, they had the 2 walks in the 3rd to go along with the Bregman single. They had the Garcia walk last inning. They've had some traffic. Can they string things together against Max Fried, who already is at 80 pitches just through 4 1/3?
They never hit and run anymore, ever. But this is where that idea sort of plays out, where if Romy could just shoot one through the right side, get Wong over to 3rd. It's a chasm over there with Chisholm trimmed up the middle of the pitch. Is a strike. That had been a good pitch to do that. That was a little low, it looked like. But given, Romy doesn't love it. And it's 0-1. I think all the hitters on both sides are frustrated with the zone tonight. I know Judge was his first time. And Romy and Marcelo's running buddy. Romy Gonzalez behind 0-1. Pitch. Low. Fried is not as sharp. I mean, he's been good. But just a marginal difference here. 1-1. You know, I say that about shooting it through the right side. Romy's also thinking about the seats in left here. Stares out. Arches his back. A little a la Jaron Duran. Fried at the belt. 1-1. Pitch. Curveball not close. That was way outside. And it's 2-1. No score, top 5. Not much of a lead for Wong at first. 2-1. Pitch. Swinging a cue shot off the end of that down the first base line. It slices foul. That was a good decision, I think, by the catcher Wells, because had it stayed fair, had he picked it up on the line earlier, I'm not sure he definitely had a play with a speedy Romy going down the line. I almost said Speedy Gonzalez. Can't do that. It's true, but that is part of what made Max Fried such an ace in Atlanta. I mean, he pitches. He is never predictable. 2-1 hitters count. He just had Romy way out in front.
He's really fun to watch. I mean, he's got a great arsenal. He's such a good athlete as well. I mentioned this earlier. I mean, he is a real talent, and he cashed in. I mean, that's why he's put together so many good years in his career.
2-2 to Romy. Bregman out on deck. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Curveball in the dirt. Mastery. And a 2 down for Bregman.
Yeah, I think the curveball has looked pretty good tonight from Max Fried. He hasn't hung many. He's been able to land it for a strike when he needs to. He's done it cross-counting guys as well, and then he buries one there against Romy with 2 strikes.
And here now Bregman, who's singled to left and singled to right. Long, small lead at first. 2 down, scoreless, the pitch. Bregman takes one right there. He would like to look at that again. And that was a changeup, center cut. Almost a quick pitch, I thought, from Fried. And it is 0-1. Who's on deck? That'd be Roman Anthony, brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. 0-1 to Bregman. Pitch high into the fastball. How good has he been these 2 days? Lined out to end the 9th inning last night. 3 for 6, so he's 5 for 8 in these 2 games in the stadium. 1-1. Here it is. Line looper into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. Bregman is 3 for 3. Wong will hold at second. Bellinger's got a good arm. It was shallow, and they're 2 outs. So Connor waits, and here comes Roman.
Alex Bregman is all smiles at first. It's 3 hits. I would say it's 0 barrels for him, but he'll take it. 3 more hits in these first couple of games of this series. 6 total.
That's what makes him such a good postseason player. He just finds a way to put it out there. And here now Anthony, who has been overmatched a little bit tonight. I mean, the big swing last night. 3rd time through, always exciting to see what he can come up with. It would be interesting to me if he reversed tendencies here. He's always so patient and calm on the first pitch. Maybe Fried is looking to get ahead.
And I wonder what Roman's expecting, because last time up he did go first pitch swing. It looked like he was geared up for a fastball, and he got a breaking ball that was buried near the dirt.
2 on, 2 out. Roman in. Fried sets. He throws, and Anthony takes a curveball up over his head. Sweeper not close.
I think Fried was probably thinking the same way you were, that Anthony would be geared up atypically early in count, first pitch. So he tried to throw him another breaking ball, and yeah, not close.
So 1-0 to Roman. Fried throws. Anthony swings and fouls a fastball at the top of the zone, out of the mitt. Mighty rip there, and it's 1-1. He's always handled high velocity as Anthony. Little tardy there. This is not your normal at-bat for Anthony. It's one of the great left-handers in the game. Wong at second, Bregman at first. 2 down, scoreless in the 5th. 1-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, chase one there. Fastball beneath the zone, and it's 1-2.
He just doesn't really look comfortable against Max Fried. And Anthony's been pretty good against lefties this year. He's actually homered against lefties more than he has righties. But, I mean, you said it. This is one of the preeminent left-handers in the entire sport, and has been for a while.
1-2. And Roman finds some more magic right here. Fried throws. Anthony swings and chops it on the right side. Coming in, Chisholm. He will glove flip underhand the first inning over. And Fried strands 2 Red Sox aboard. No score. Bottom 5 is next. Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in. Here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving role.
Hear more stories like Crystal's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Jason Dominguez to lead it off against the red-hot Brian Bayo. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Scoreless, Red Sox and the Yankees. Bayo delivers. Dominguez fouls. Cutter on the inside half, straight back. He's had it all working as Bayo 64 pitches thrown now. 4 strikeouts. Really has not fallen behind too many hitters at all. 0-1. Foul. Change up. Good one. 89 miles an hour. This copyrighted broadcast presented by Authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Connor took that one in a tough spot. Actually got him in the throat. He's got the old school 2-piece mask. That one rolled up his chest and then got him right underneath the chin guard and rattled his cage. He and Bayo really have developed a rapport. And then Henry, the trainer, is out. No thanks. Eek. It's amazing how if one spot on your whole body is uncovered, a ball will find it.
Yeah, it's like the thigh right above where the leg guards go for a catcher. It often finds that, or some part of the wrist above your glove.
Right on the esophagus, Mike. And Brandon touched on that throat area, and then they gave him a sip of water. I think the idea here, of course, is just make sure nothing dramatic happened. I mean, they're going to let him deal with pain, but they want to make sure that the ball, you didn't like dent or rupture the esophagus, which Dustin May could tell you all about how dangerous that is.
That's exactly where my mind just went. His horror story of a salad situation from last year, and that's the last thing you want. Thankfully, Brandon and Alex Cora head back to the Red Sox third base dugout. Wong's good to go.
Salad is the last thing you want. You're right.
I crushed a salad earlier today. I needed some greens.
We all do, especially in this city.
And I knew the big sandwiches were coming tonight.
Yeah. All right, 0-2. Wong is okay. Into his crouch he goes. Bayo throws, and he misses in the dirt with a curveball. They call it a curveball. It's not a curve, but anyhow, spiked it, and it's 1-2.
This is a total sidebar, but isn't it funny how, like, the pitch tracking, it just informs what we call pitchers' pitches and not what they say their pitches are called?
We should start there. 1-2. Nobody out, bottom fives. No score either as Bayo misses just outside. And it's 2-2. Two and two. Pitch. High pop-up. Behind third base, foul. Bregman racing over, and does he have room? Yes. Wow, what great range there. Bregman sprints over, moving very well. He's laughing with the Yankee third base coach, Luis Rojas. One down. By the way, I know it's the world we're living in. Streaming is a part of everything. But Yankee fans, I do think, have to juggle more subscriptions and more technologies than any other fan base, and that stinks. Here's Anthony Volpe, takes a strike on the inside corner. Tonight, the Yankee game, even in New York, is airing on Prime, which not a lot of people get. And so if you're a loyal Yes viewer, it's not a national game. The 0-1 is a broken bat comeback. Nice job by Bayo. Gloves and throws to first in time, and they're 2 down. I know we're not putting the genie back in the bottle, and huge money pours into baseball. That's a good thing from all the streaming services. I'm not advocating for those to go away. And part of the reason they pay so much money is that they get the games exclusively. But I just think that puts the fans second. And I think that's a problem. I think if you're an everyday Yankee fan and you live in this city, it shouldn't take 7 subscriptions to get the game every night. I don't. Here's Ryan McMahon with 2 down and the base is empty. You have people all over New York asking, where's the game tonight? No score, bottom 5. The pitch is swung on and missed.
It's got to be 4 networks in 4 days for them, right?
Yeah. Fox last night.
Prime, yes. ESPN.
0-1 is inside. And again, it's a good problem to have overall as the club. Means you're in high demand. Eyeballs all over the place want to see your games. But again, that's not the local fan that helps them 0. 1-1. Pitch is a little bit outside. And it's 2-1. MLB Network is carrying this game around the country, but that doesn't help anybody who lives in New York either. It's got to be a big part of this new package that's being built. 2-1 to McMahon. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, 95. Bottom of the zone. 2-2. First responders develop cancer at a higher rate than the general population. Boston Firefighters Credit Union reminding all first responders to get checked. If something feels off, get it checked. Early detection saves lives. 2-2. Pitch. See ya. Change up, blew him away. This is as good as Bayo's been. Outstanding. He makes quick work of the Yankees. Whatever channel they're on tonight. No score after 5 in the Shaws and Star Market. WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
On to the 6th inning at Yankee Stadium, and there's no score. Red Sox and Yankees in game 2 of 4. They come up with Story, Garcia, and Duran against Max Fried. His 93rd pitch is up high, ball 1 to Trevor Story, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out to short and a strikeout swinging. So the heart of the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Honda of Boston, Burlington, and Seacock. Max Fried into the windup, and the lefty's 1-0. Story swings and he rolls it gently left side. The third baseman McMahon charges gloves. He throws wide. Rice applies the tag, and they get Story for out number 1 to begin the top of the 6th. Ramon Vasquez gets on the phone to Mike Brenly in the Red Sox third base dugout, but I doubt the Red Sox want to look at that, and they do not. So Story grounds out to third to begin the 6th. Nice job by Ben Rice, who was behind the plate last night. Tonight he's at first, coming off the bag to handle that throw from Ryan McMahon, who's known for his defense. So 1 out, and now Justin Soto Garcia bats for the 3rd time. Strikeout and a walk in his major league debut. Max Fried winds and deals. The first pitch curveball bends in for strike 1. Long dark hair for Garcia. He's got that great nickname of the password. Alex Cora said pregame, I just call him Garcia. The 0-1. Garcia swings and misses. He chases a curveball in the dirt, and it's 0-2. And Alex Cora said there's going to be that from Garcia. But with a lefty on the mound, Garcia's been swinging the bat well. They knew he would get at least 2 looks at Max Fried, and here is his 3rd. He's here for lefties. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another curveball, and Fried punches out Garcia for the 2nd time tonight. There's 2 away for the Red Sox with no score in the top of the 6th inning. Well, Shaw's and Star Market have lowered hundreds of prices on the items you buy most, like boneless chicken breasts, 2-liter Coca-Cola, avocado, snacks, and much more. Find new lower price tags aisle after aisle. Full details at shaws.com/lower prices and starmarket.com/lower prices. Jarren Duran, the batter, and the first pitch is down, ball 1 as Duran squared but pulled back, and it's 1-0. Jarren has struck out and rolled back to the mound at Fried, his last time in the 4th inning. Fried's at 98 pitches. Mark Leiter Jr. is up in the bullpen for the Yankees in right center. Left on left, the 1-0. Duran swings and he rolls it sharply, but right at the second baseman, Chisholm on the ground. He gobbles and throws out Duran, and that is a quick 1-2-3 top of the 6th as the Red Sox are set down on 7 pitches. Middle of the 6th at Yankee Stadium. Red Sox and Yankees scoreless on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa, that crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
The feeling of just showered freshness can't be beat. With Downy Intense, bursts of just showered freshness can accompany you throughout the day. Really? Yep. Downy Intense's touch-activated technology releases bursts of clean, fresh aromas, so you can enjoy the feeling of just showered freshness. New Downy Intense. An incredible freshness experience awaits.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
5 shutout innings of 2-hit ball from Brian Bayo so far, and we've got no score as we start the bottom of the 6th. Bayo's first pitch to Austin Wells. He swung on and lined into right center field, a base hit into the gap. Eaton cuts it off. He keeps Wells to a leadoff single out of the 9th spot. And it's a leadoff hit for the Yankees against Bayo in the bottom of the 6th. Red Sox bullpen is quiet. Bayo's at just 76 pitches. The bullpen report is brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Never re-roof again. NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. It's the first time in this game the Yankees have had the leadoff man on against Brian Bayo. It goes back to the top to Trent Grisham. 1 for 2 with an infield single his last time. Righty to lefty first pitch. It's a fastball up and away, ball 1. Bayo's looked very good tonight. He's had a great changeup. He's had really good fastball command. And he's been efficient as well after a 21-pitch first and 19-pitch second. He's really rolled from there. No score, bottom of the 6th. 1-0. Grisham takes inside, 2-0, and Bayo trying to recalibrate here. 3 pitches into the 6th, a single. Now he falls behind the Yankees leadoff hitter with Ben Rice on deck and then Aaron Judge behind Rice. Bayo comes set, chest high. 2-0 is a strike and a beauty of a backdoor cutter at the bottom of the zone. 2-1. Bayo has just seemed in control. We've seen that for the better part of, well, 3 months now. He's been more mature and stable on the mound. His 2-1. Grisham takes down 3-1 with a sinker beneath the knees. He hasn't done a lot of this tonight, working from behind. Hasn't been in a whole lot of 3-ball counts tonight. Bayo's at 80 pitches now with no score in the 6th inning. With a man at first and nobody out. Bayo's 3-1. Grisham swings and lines it to short. Story catches it, throws back to first, and it's 2. Doubles off Austin Wells, and Brian Bayo barks as he loves it from Trevor Story, and there's 2 away. Story was shaded up the middle near the second base bag, moved to his right, had to have just a little bunny hop, and he fired back to first to double off Austin Wells, who did not get a good read.
More awful base running by the Yankees. I mean, it's hard hit, but this is Little League. You see it through. The Red Sox will absolutely take it.
Now Ben Rice in the first pitch fades outside, ball 1 to the lefty.
Now how athletic is Trevor? Reading that knuckle.
Just a short little hop to his right. And he turned it into 2. Bayo's 1-0. Rice takes a strike, bottom of the zone. Looked like it was down and in, but Bayo will take it, and it's 1-1 on Rice. Rice 1 for 2, smoked a single to the pull side in the first, and then he bounced into a double play. 6-3 to end the 3rd. Jordan Hicks is starting to stretch in the Red Sox pen. The 1-1. Swinging a roller gently toward first. Romy Gonzalez gobbles, flips to the covering Bayo, and the inning's over. Brian Bayo is rolling along, and he continues his success against the Yankees. 6 shutout innings. We go to the 7th with no score. Sox and Yankees in the Bronx on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa! That crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Still no score in Game 2 of this 4-game series between the Red Sox and Yankees as we start the 7th. And the Red Sox are excited to see Max Fried out of this ballgame after 99 pitches and 6 shutout. Mark Leiter Jr. takes over, and his first pitch is called a strike near the dirt to Ceddanne Rafaela on a first pitch curveball. Ceddanne 0 for 2, line out to left, ground out to short. 7, 8, and 9 in the Herb Chambers batting order. Leiter's 0-1. Swinging a high fly ball, popped into shallow left. Jason Dominguez coasts in. He reaches up, makes a one-hand shoulder high catch. And there's one away to begin the 7th. Herb Chambers batting order sponsored by Herb Chambers Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat of Danvers, and Millbury. Ooh. One out, base is empty for not Nate Eaton. Red Sox will pinch hit with Nathaniel Lowe. He's got the mock turtleneck going on a warm night here in the Bronx. And he saddles up in the left-hand box.
That means he'll play first, Romeo will play second, and Ceddanne will get out into the outfield.
Eaton had been in center, so that's where Ceddanne will take over as Lowe bats. Against Leiter, who's making his 50th appearance, including 2 days in a row here. 4.02 ERA. First pitch to Lowe is swung on and roped into right field, a base hit. And Lowe continues to mash. It goes all the way to the wall. He digs for second. The throw's not in time from right. And it's a pinch hit double in the 7th inning for Lowe. How good has this guy been in short order with the Red Sox in now 4 games?
Oh, what a stud. I mean, he just kicked it into absolute high gear. He was thinking about it right away. I mean, he was motoring. He is not fleet of foot. But once it got to the wall, good throw by Bellinger, but he got there.
His 3rd hit, his 2nd double. He's got the home run as well. He's driven in 4 and walked twice. And he's at second for Connor Wong. First pitch. Wong takes inside ball 1 right on right. Well, the Red Sox with an opportunity here against the Yankees bullpen with Fried out of this game and Leiter on. Lowe leads off a second. Wong 1 for 2, 1-0. He swings and misses on a fastball in 1-1. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event to get your new ride. Visit your local store or nissanusa.com today. No score in the 7th. Red Sox with a man at second. The 1-1. Wong takes inside with a backup curveball that missed. 2-1. Connor singled the opposite way back in the 5th inning when the Red Sox had a couple of not squared up balls that went for singles to right field. That was a rocket though from Lowe. 2-1. Check swing and Wong went around on a heater middle 2-2.
Yes, he's sitting curveball there. I mean, there's not a better pitch to hit than that one.
And now Connor will ask for time. Tonight's 7th inning is sponsored by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. Got to get Glassman. 617 and then 7 sevens. 2-2. Wong swings and he pulls it down the left field line. Down the line into the corner. Fair ball. Karam's into the corner. Lowe coasts in from second and scores. Wong slams on the brakes at second and gives the Red Sox the lead at Yankee Stadium. 1-0 in the 7th, courtesy Connor Wong. It's back-to-back doubles from the bottom of the lineup, all started by the pinch-hitting Nathaniel Lowe. And that's gotta feel good for Connor Wong. He curled one into the corner, it bound around, and he finds his way to give the Red Sox the lead. Back to the top, Romy Gonzalez takes the first pitch high, ball 1.
Well, and again, some of those frustrating innings where they had the chances, 4th, 5th, 6th, they did work the pitch count. That's why, you know, Fried threw 99 and had to come out of the game. They've taken advantage.
It really started in the 3rd where they drove up the count. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball, 1-1 on Romy.
By the way, Jason Dominguez almost made an error that allowed Wong to get third. The dude cannot pick the baseball up and throw it.
He had it in his glove and then he just dropped it as he got ready to throw. Back toward his cutoff man. 1-0 Red Sox in the 7th. The 1-1. Swing and a slicer foul down the first base line and out of play. 1-2 on Romy.
See, this is where you want to pour it on. You got Devin Williams up in the pen. That's beautiful. But Bayo, 84 pitches. They'll push it. If they can get him through the 7th, it would be Whitlock and Chapman again.
It's been 6 shutout from Brian Bayo. He's been efficient. 1-2. Romy swings and he bounces it to third at Ryan McMahon, who backhands it, shuffles and throws to first across the diamond to get Romy for out number 2. Wong holds it second. Bregman coming up, and we pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
So, Romy Gonzalez grounds out to third, and Alex Bregman's coming up. Back-to-back 3-hit days for Bregman. And Matt Blake visits the mound to talk things over with Mark Leiter, with Devin Williams warming, as Will told you in the bullpen. Well, what a great moment that is from the Red Sox to get Nathaniel Lowe to come on and pinch hit with a double, and then Connor Wong, for all the frustration for him this season, to come through.
I thought it was going to hook foul. I mean, just the way he hit it sounded like he might have even broken his bat. It was fair by plenty.
He didn't look out of the box like he was certain of it either.
Any game that involves Aaron Judge, a second run is enormous.
And so here is Bregman, 3 for 3 with 3 singles, none of them quite squared up. Wong's at second. First pitch. Bregman takes a fastball for a strike at the top of the zone. Pull side single over short in the first, and then Oppo in the third and the 5th.
1 for 2 with a double against Leiter.
Average up to 310 for Bregman. The 0-1. He swings, hammers it in the air to left center field. Grisham goes back onto the track, and he makes a running catch right near the 399 marker in left center. Alex Bregman just missed a 2-run homer. But the Red Sox do grab the lead as we hit the stretch at Yankee Stadium. Sox 1, Yankees nothing on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
And I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in, here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving role.
Hear more stories like Crystal's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
You've got burgers on the grill, ribs dripping in sauce, corn with a little char. Yeah, it's go time. Now crack open an ice-cold Pepsi. That first sip, boom! Flavor level unlocked. Every bite hits harder, every spice sings louder, every smoky note bolder. So fire up the grill and grab a Pepsi, because food doesn't just need a beverage. Food deserves Pepsi.
Having health insurance is a must-have, and the Massachusetts Health Connector has a power-packed lineup in Connect-to-Care plans that delivers. At the top of the order, lower premiums make bumpy costs affordable. The middle of the lineup is packed with low copays and no deductibles, so you can save money on everything. From an urgent ER trip to managing chronic disease like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Round out the order access to Connect-to-Care plans now at mahealthconnector.org, and you have a winning team with you and the Massachusetts Health Connector.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Bottom of the 7th inning in the Bronx, and the Red Sox strike first. At the top of the 7th, Connor Wong's RBI double scored Nathaniel Lowe and gives the Red Sox a 1-0 lead for Brian Bayo. He's at just 84 pitches, but now he's got to go through the heart of the lineup, starting with Aaron Judge, 3, 4, and 5 in the Herb Chambers batting order. Cedar Rafaela has indeed moved to center. Romy Gonzalez is at second, and Lowe's at first for the Sox. Bayo's third time against Judge here tonight. His first pitch is a fastball called a strike with a sinker that looked off, and it's 0-1.
He's had some calls go against him tonight, I think, Judge.
There's a 4-pitch strikeout on a changeup looking in the first, and then a flyout on a first pitch cutter his next time. 0-1 is swung on and popped up behind the second base bag. The second baseman Gonzalez backpedals, calls for it, looks up and makes a two-hand catch. And quick work again for Brian Bayo against Aaron Judge, and there's one away. Well, let's check in on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Marlins not helping out. The Blue Jays have added on. It's 5-1 Toronto in Miami through 7. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning here in the Bronx. Red Sox up 1-0 on the Yankees. Cody Bellinger's the batter. He's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts, and now time's called by Bellinger before Bayo's first pitch. '86 pitches for Brian Bayo. First one. Bellinger takes a cutter for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1.
It's been awesome. And you know what I said about Whitlock and Chapman? I mean, it still reigns true, although 87 pitches. If he looks like this, he should get the 8th, too. Long way to go.
This just continues the dominance Bayo's had against the Yankees. Here's his 0-1. Bellinger takes down. Sinker at 97. Still very good velo for Brian Bayo, who coming into tonight in 9 career starts against the Yankees had posted a 2.21 ERA, 53 innings, and very good in this park. Base is empty, the 1-1. Bellinger swings and he skies it to left toward the corner. Duran moves back toward the track. He reaches up and makes the catch, just crossing over from grass to dirt, and it's out number 2. Well, nicely done by Brian Bayo, who continues economically. Hey, fresh in from Cali with big savings at Shaw's and Star Market. California peaches, plums, and nectarines, just $1.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon. You can also order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. 2 outs, base is empty. Red Sox up 1-0, and here's Jazz Chisholm. First pitch is a fastball spotted on the outside part of the plate for a strike. Chisholm shakes his head. It did look like it was maybe off, but that's been consistent all night. It has been a bigger zone. Chisholm 0 for 2, a ground out to first, and a strikeout on a Bayo breaking ball. Bryant's 0-1. Fades outside, a ball and a strike on Chisholm. We'll get to the results of our poll as well from the New England Chevy dealers question of the day. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Find exciting offers too on the powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox. Wong jogs out to chat with Bayo, who is cruising and doesn't love the visit. Question was, what has been your favorite Roman Anthony moment this season? At Sox Booth on Twitter. And the results in 66% of the vote, the home run last night here at Yankee Stadium, the 2-run shot to add on for the Sox.
How about that?
Me too, and it's not recency bias. It was if not the signature moment for Roman Anthony. First taste at Yankee Stadium. Wong back behind the plate, the 1-1. Chisholm swings and he skies this one to center. And playable for Cedar Rafael. A few steps to his left, now in, he makes the catch, and the inning's over. Brian Bayo needs just 8 pitches to get through the 7th. He's at 92 through 7 innings of shutout ball. To the 8th in the Bronx. Red Sox up 1-0 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa! That crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
Listening to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The embattled, no longer closer, Devin Williams is on for the New York Yankees. As we make our way into the 8th inning, you'll see Roman Anthony, then Trevor Story, and scheduled to hit Yastinson Garcia, although I think they might make a move there. We will see. Williams, 53 appearances, and it has not been great for him. Pitch to Roman is a strike. Fastball 95 right there. He's been a little better of late, but there was a period, the end of July into August, where he gave up runs in 5 straight, kept blowing leads, blowing saves, and Aaron Boone just continued to ride him. 0-1 to Anthony, who is 0 for 3. All that against Fried. The 0-1 check swing. He held up on a fastball, and it's 1-1. He was so famous in Milwaukee, that airbender changeup, as they call it, his #1 weapon, but he's lost it at times. He has been better for 4 straight appearances. Garrett Whitlock is throwing. I did not see Bayo be told he was coming out of the game. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Roman just a little off tonight. It's 1-2. I thought he got a fist bump from Alex Ware. That was it.
I thought so too. We had the binoculars out looking in. It didn't quite look like that. It's 92 pitches for Bayo.
It's Dominguez, Volpe, and McMahon scheduled to hit. Maybe Whitlock a little insurance policy in the pen. 92, as you said, thrown. Should have more in the tank. 1-2. Pitch. Roman fouls it off. I wouldn't do that again if I were Williams. You know, it's not just the pitch count. It's that Bayo right now is so precise. He looks just as good as he did in the first. He's landing everything right where he wants to. 1-2 to Roman, leading off the top of the 8th. 1-0 Red Sox. Pitch is swung on and fouled. That's the changeup. That was a good one. Roman just got a piece. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event to get your new ride. Roman can afford a lot of new rides these days. Of course, he has been able to for a long time. But he needs to build a 5-car garage. Not that he will. That ain't his style. 1-2. Pitch. Outside. Changeup. I mean, he's not going to drive a 1995 Volvo, I wouldn't think, but there's not much flash in this guy.
Doing a Georgia football game next weekend. Their quarterback last year drove a Lamborghini. This year's quarterback, 1985 truck.
I'm pulling for that dude. 2-2 is low. Change up, not close, and it's 3-2.
This is the patience to work your way back in it. That airbender changeup in the dirt. And not close from Williams, who's been trying to find it.
Three and 2 to Roman. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. That's a good change up there. It was a ball, but that is the elite pitch for Williams. Anthony, for a rare time tonight, struck out thrice. So he's gone, and here's Trevor Story. Is that Carson Beck? He drove a Lamborghini?
Yeah, and then he got hurt famously down the stretch last year. First said he was going to the NFL draft.
Yeah.
And then said, actually, I'm coming back to college, but not at Georgia. I'm going to Miami.
Yeah. Steps up. You have the Bulldogs week 1, you said?
Against mighty Marshall.
Uh-oh.
Thundering Herd, about a 39.5-point spread.
You need to get very deep on the
Yes.
rosters there. Here's Story with 1 out. The pitch. Up and in. Fastball. Not that comfortable for any right-hander against this pitcher. I mean, lefty's just as tough because of that changeup. Yankees thought at the deadline especially they had what they called a super pen. The additions of Bednar. 1-0. Pitch. Story. Skies went into left field. Back on it. Dominguez at the warning track. He's there to make the play. Just off the end of that, 2 down. You know, I thought that Bregman hit that ball out into left center field.
Home run in 5 ballparks. It was right to the left of the 399 side in left center in front of the Red Sox bullpen.
They're going to let Garcia hit here. So he is up there for the 4th time. He's walked and twice struck out. 2 down, top 8. 1-0 Red Sox. The pitch. High with a fastball.
How cool that his brother is here. Again, a Red Sox farmhand who's 20. That the Red Sox decided, hey, if you got to miss some games to come see your brother debut in the major leagues, we'll allow it.
Yeah, class move all the way. 1-0 to Big Bro. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Eddie Romero was funny. He said, you know, we went down, we saw this kid, we fell in love with him, paid him big money relative to the pool that they had. And he said, you got to see my brother. And then he said, you would not believe how often guys say that. 1-1. Pitch. Garcia swings and misses at a changeup. And it's 1-2. And he said, well, but we went and watched him and thought, oh my God, he might be even better. And so far that has kind of been the deal, although a bad injury last year for JoJo, as they call him. 1-2 to the password. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Change up. Good one for Williams. 1-0 Red Sox lead. I think Bayo is going to stay in the game. We'll tell you when we come back. 1-0 Sox to the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Looking for Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Save big this Labor Day at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 40% off select Whirlpool appliances. Plus, get an additional 20% off select Whirlpool kitchen appliances. With innovations that help you take on every load, meal, and moment. Shop Whirlpool appliances that keep the day moving. Save during Labor Day at Lowe's. Valid through 9/10. Selection varies by location. Savings vary based on purchase amount. See Lowe's.com for details.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help.
My infection markers were through the roof.
And Crystal knew what to do.
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
And got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Hi, this is Garrett Whitlock. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Well, it's Whitlock on the mound for the bottom of the 8th inning. You get that. He was awesome last night. 7 pitches thrown. He very quickly retired his 3 hitters. It was McMahon, Volpe, and Grisham. Now, in this 8th inning, you'll see Dominguez, Volpe, and McMahon. 92 pitches thrown. Excellent stuff from Bayo. Only 3 hits. He's got the lead, but the narrowest possible. The pitch to Dominguez popped up, foul of third. Bregman a long run toward the tarp. That's Jeter territory. Runs out of room. Off the retaining wall, strike 1. I'd have been tempted to ride with Bayo. That's how sharp he was to the very end.
Especially to perhaps the first couple guys here, Dominguez and then a right-hand hitter in Volpe. Then you go 4 straight lefties before Judge.
1-1. It's the first time a Sox pitcher, 7 scoreless innings, 3 or fewer hits since Bayo himself did it June of last year, right here. 0-1. His way outside from Whitlock. He just was so locked in. I know the numbers about 3rd time through and as the pitch count goes up. But the way this ballpark plays, a little pop-up ties the game. You'd like to have as many pitchers available. 1-1. Beauty. Call the ball. Change up. That's been given tonight. And not this time. 2-1. Then again, if you'd said the Red Sox have a 1-run lead going into the 8th, would it be Whitlock and Chapman? That's a definitive yes.
Yeah.
2-1. Strike. Top of the zone. Fastball. 2-2. You know, Whitlock dreamt of this mound many, many times. He just thought he'd be wearing pinstripes, not red. 2-2. Foul. Back. Challenge with another fastball. He's just been brilliant as Garrett. '51st appearance, 5-3 with a 2.76. 2-2. Fouled off. Slider in under the hands. Interested to look in and see what he looks like on a back-to-back, which they've not done all that often with him this year, although more so now that he's a 1-inning guy. 2-2. The pitch is call the ball. Very close, a sinker, and it's 3-2. Nothing in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch. Ground ball to second. Romey's got it on the second hop. Thigh high. Throws to first. 1 away. Big time stuff for Whitlock. So with 1 down, here's Anthony Volpe.
Yeah, last time Whitlock went back-to-back days was in San Diego a couple weekends ago. It's happened 6 times this year. 4 innings, just a couple of unearned runs. 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. So pretty good.
And you wonder whether some of those came in extra innings as Volpe swings and misses at a fastball, and it's 0-1. He is spotting it right now is Whitlock. A guy who had a Yankee logo on the back of his Jeep the day the Red Sox picked him in the Rule 5 draft. 0-1. Volpe, look out. Mike just fouled it straight back beneath us. Man, it's a mad dash. It sounded like home run monster car derby down there. What in the world? Diving all over the place. 0-2.
Lubricated down there.
They are. Pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Change up from Whitlock, and they're 2 down. The Boo Birds are out for Volpe. Wow. That's amazing. Supposed to be their hometown hero. And now Alex Cora's coming out, and I don't know whether he sees something injury-wise from one of his players. Dave Herrera is out to talk to Whitlock. That's no good. And Giancarlo Stanton is going to pinch hit here. And he said he's just fine. That is great. Wow.
It didn't look like anything was off there. It was a right-on-right changeup, and yeah, maybe a little bit slower than you're accustomed to sometimes, but it was pretty normal kick and fire. And then Whitlock, yeah, I guess he flexed out his right leg a little bit. His lower right leg, he flexed out after the strikeout.
All right, so they go to the man in town they call Big G, who's on an incredible tear. Home run power and then some. Whitlock has seen him 11 times, just 2 hits and 5 strikeouts for Stanton. 1-0, 2 down in the 8th. The pitch is right there. Fastball, bottom of the zone, 0-1.
Just a perfect spot. It's 5 home runs in Stanton's last 7 games. This guy is pretty scary right now.
Whitlock sets, he throws, swing and a miss. Fastball, 0-2.
This is the good stuff from Garrett Whitlock. This is the guy he's been the last 2 months.
Strike away from getting to the 9th. 0-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Slider. See ya, Stanton. We go to the 9th inning. That was awesome from Whitlock. 1-0 Red Sox in the Shaws and Star Market, WEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Lowe's has the Labor Day deals you need to give your home a new look. Buy one, get one free select interior paint via Visa gift card rebate. Then, add the final touch with 2 for $8 on select 2.5 or 3-quart mums. Refresh your home and save big while doing it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Mums offer in-store only. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help.
My infection markers were through the roof.
And Crystal knew what to do.
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
And got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel? Or that white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
The Greg Hill Show.
Lead it off in the top of the 9th against David Bednar. You love seeing him with a lead. Bednar came over from the Pirates, misses with a curveball for ball 1 to Duran. Chapman is warming. He'll have the bottom of the 9th. How big will the lead be? It currently sits at 1. Pitch. Duran takes the ball. 2-0. Bednar blew the save the other day in Tampa, but they bailed him out. Stanton a pinch hit home run. Won the game. Caballero's in to play third base after Stanton pinch hit for him. I think that's the only change. 2-0 to Duran. Way outside it. That looks awkward, that curveball from Bednar. He's kind of short-arming stuff. And it's 3-0. This guy was about the most coveted reliever available at the deadline other than Mason Miller. And who thought he'd ever be on the market? 3-0 to Duran. He's going to be patient here. He is. He takes all the way a fastball, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, Bednar's been really good. Combined numbers for him between both teams this year. A 2.66 ERA, 20 saves, and a ton of strikeouts.
68 over 14 walks. 3-1 Duran takes the ball. That's huge. A curveball in the dirt. I mean, that is so new school right there. 3-1 to bounce a curve. Now, you got speed on the bases. I would expect all the way some form of small ball here. Either Cedon bunts, but I think first give Duran a pitch to run on. That is a great start to this inning. Duran dancing around. Rafaela the hitter. And they throw over, and Jaron dives back in. Red Sox, a run, 6 hits, no errors. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Yankees. Updated box score brought to you by the Mass State Lottery. Duran leads again. Cedon is 0 for 3 with 2 fly balls to left. Pitch, swing and a miss. He was trying to go deep right there. That's 96 in the middle. And so on. Everybody's got these new batting gloves, running gloves, really, that they have to fuss with and adjust because of the pitch clock. It often happens when you lead. He's putting a wrist guard on too, as Duran. I think it's a huge distraction. He runs, and a breaking ball called a strike. Duran, head first slide. He's in there with a steal. Cedon hates the call. It is a strike. It's 0-2, and now you got to find, come hell or high water, a way to get him to third. But Duran has his 21st steal. What a huge insurance run that is. And Chapman warming in the pen. 1-0 in the 9th. 0-2 to Cedon. He grounds one on the left side to short. Volpe throws behind to second. That is absurd. Cedon is safe at first. Volpe, I think, thought it was maybe a force play. I mean, that is insanity. There's nobody at first. It's a ground ball to short. Duran was 6 feet off the bag, and they threw behind him. Rather than just getting the out at first and keeping Duran at second, he was headed back to the bag. That is bad baseball, and the Red Sox will take it.
And these fans are going to pile on Anthony Volpe. You could see kind of his thought process because Duran froze momentarily, but he was not far off of the second base bag. He had plenty of time to get back, and he did end up beating the throw by plenty and didn't need to dive.
That's it. So close he didn't even need to dive. And here's Lowe. He will not be bunting here. Pitch is a strike. I think almost any other hitter, maybe not Bregman, would square here. What a gift that is. I mean, you never see that. It is so obvious that on a hot shot you have, the play is to first. Cash it in. 0-1 is low. Too low. I mean, he's been unbelievable, has Nathaniel. He doubled in his pinch hit at bat last time and then scored on the Wong double. A chance again at a crooked number. But at the very least, trying to get Duran to third. 1-1. Bednar sets. He throws, and a line drive foul on the left field side out of play. It's 1-2.
I just can't say enough about what Lowe has brought to this team in really short order here this first week. He's been patient. He's had some extra base hits. It's been really impressive and admittedly a very small sample size.
Anything but a double play here, really. 1-2 is high. Good take. He's not thinking about that, though. I mean, he's locked in at the plate. This looks comfortable.
He totally does. He looks like the guy from 2-3 years ago with Texas.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Lowe's a little choked up on the bat. Duran can fly at second, so can Cedon at first. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball on the first base side foul. Outside the bag. Now, all kinds of interesting possibilities right now. But before we get into that, how important that pitch was from Whitlock, that sequence to go 1-2-3, because as it stands right now in a 1-run game, Aaron Judge does not have to hit. The Yankees have to get somebody on base to guarantee his next at bat.
And what a choice by Alex Cora to go to Whitlock.
2-2 to Lowe. The pitch is low. Splitter. Great take. He just is steely-eyed, and it's 3-2. What a huge pitch this is. 2 on, none out in the 9th. 1-0 Sox. Here's the 3-2. Lowe drives one high and deep into left field. Dominguez in front of the warning track is going to get there. Duran back to second. He tags. The throw is offline, not in time. Both runners advance. That ball was smoked by Lowe the other way. It is a productive out. Dominguez caught it in the deepest part of the yard. And the Red Sox, here we go again. They've got him at second and third with 1 out.
And both Jarren Duran and Kyle Hudson point at Ceddanne Rafaela, who did a really good job following Duran's lead there, reading the lead runner in front of him, because Rafaela takes second as well. Duran got there without a slide, and the Red Sox, just like that, get two in scoring position, and the Yankees have to bring the infield in.
If you didn't have second and third, I'd have been thinking about safety squeeze with Wong, but not now. Infield in, the pitch is a strike. The angles are so good here. I mean, a little blooper, a little shot through the infield, gets two home. You're desperate to get at least the one. And so many ways to do it with Duran's speed at third. 0-1. Pitch. Wong swings and misses badly at a curveball, and it's 0-2. Wong drove in the Red Sox only run to this point. Steven Matz is also up in the bullpen. That is very interesting to me. Second and third, infield in with one out. Huge spot, 0-2. Pitch to Wong is swung on and skied, foul on the first base side. This is what they did last night so often. The Red Sox. Chances galore with runners in scoring position. They got the most important hit in that spot from Roman late, but they were 3 for 19. I guess Matz would be up in case they score 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think so, because Aroldis Chapman is getting ready too.
0-2. Pitch. Fouled on the first base side. Hanging curveball, but he was protecting against fastball. Actually, it was kind of on the outer corner, so it remains 0-2. Gosh, how big would a hit be right here? Or a fly ball deep into the outfield, or a grounder that shoots through. Lots of things. Lots of ways to get Duran home. 0-2. The pitch is chopped up the middle. Duran going on contact. Volpe throws. Tag in time. They got him. So the gamble to bring the infield in pays off. It's the right thing for Duran to go all the way on contact. Big time second out.
Yeah, it's just kind of the cost of doing business there with a guy like Duran at third. Contact play even with the infield in, and Volpe makes an accurate play, kind of off-platform throw to the plate. After the shaky moment earlier this inning, he delivers a strike, and now Masataka Yoshida is coming up for Romy.
So he is going to hit in Gonzalez's spot, and of course he will obviously not play second base. But Alex Cora feels like he needs this matchup. That's how big this insurance run is. And the Red Sox still have Hamilton on the bench. I would assume he'll come in.
Yeah, you would think so. Hamilton, easy flip to come in at second for Romy in this spot at second base.
So Wong unable to get the run in, and now it's to Massa. Attendance 46,064. Brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Craving fresh hand-breaded tenders or sandwiches? Find a location, crispycrunchy.com. I'd imagine that Massa's been to the Museum of Modern Art, Central Park, all over the place. Loves to get around town. We'd love him to get a hit right here. First and third. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Curveball 0-1.
You know he was hunkered down in Times Square on the off day.
Man, Red Sox second and third with one down. Now first and third with two outs. Still only a one-run lead. 0-1 to Massa. Long runs. The pitch is inside a ball. They will not throw. That was a strike. Red Sox got a break there. I guess the runner going distracted the home plate umpire, Lance Barrett. That was a strike. And he's not had a great night, I don't think. Now a hit would likely score two. 1-1. Pitch. Massa grounds one on the left side. It is handled there. Stumbling at third, throwing to first in time. And the inning is over. Frustration again in those spots for the Red Sox. However, they got a one-run lead going to the bottom of the ninth inning. And Chapman time at Yankee Stadium. Wells, Grisham, and Rice after this in the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
And I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in. Here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving role.
Hear more stories like Crystal's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
Ice, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Wheels are turning as we go to the bottom of the ninth. The Aroldis Chapman, the dominant closer, longtime Yankee, is on, and the Yankees will make a move. They will counter. Austin Wells is lifted, and here is Paul Goldschmidt. One of the great hitters in the game against lefties. This, though, Chapman, not your ordinary southpaw. Goldschmidt against him, 2 for 9 with 4 strikeouts. 1-0 Red Sox. Here we go. Chapman is ready. Red glove, dark sleeves. He throws. And a strike on the inside corner. Slider. Dotted up, and it's 0-1. He has not done that very often. Ordinarily, it's just heat to begin. It is David Hamilton in the game at second base. 0-1. Pitch. Here's another strike. Another beauty. That time a splitter, and it's 0-2.
He's been using those slider and splitters so much more as this season's gone on, and so much more effectively as well.
0-2. Here it is. Line hopper to second. Hamilton to his right. Gloves to his knees. Comes up. Throws to first. In time. Beautiful play by David Hamilton. The ball finds him immediately. And a huge first out. Wow.
Well, here's a night where all the moves have paid off so far. You pinch hit Nathaniel Lowe in the 7th inning, and he comes through for your team with a double. Connor Wong follows that up with a double. Hamilton comes in here defensively, and right away the ball finds him, makes the sliding stab, and then Lowe picks him up as well on a low throw over to first.
Goldschmidt is so good. 0-2, he made good contact. Here's Trent Grisham. Pitch to him. Strike, fastball, right on the outside corner. 1 down, 2 outs from a second straight win. Grisham 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts against Aroldis. 0-1. Bregman in at third. Pitch. Strike. Perfect. Slider froze him, and it's 0-2.
Pounding the zone. And this is what has made Aroldis Chapman so good this year. So many strikes. So many first pitch strikes, and just getting ahead consistently.
Puffing and puffing. 0-2. The pitch. He blows his house down. Fastball on the outside corner. 100 miles an hour. And the Red Sox are an out away.
That's just clinical. I mean, spot up with 99 early in the AB, and then 100 dotted away left on left.
And this would be so big to go 1, 2, 3 and not face Judge. Their last hope is Ben Rice. Chapman throws, and a fastball a little bit low, 101. And right, that's the first ball he's thrown. 1-0 to Rice, the local kid. Judge looms on deck. Chapman throws, and a fastball right there. Took a little off at 98, and it's 1-1. Absolute machine. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He couldn't stop on a slider. It is 1-2, and the Red Sox are 1 strike away. Chapman stands tall. 1-2. He throws. Swing and a miss. He got him. Slider. Aroldis stares in. And for the second straight night, he caps off a Red Sox win. The Sox have won 7 straight against these Yankees. Little mental ownership at the moment. Not only that, with a 1-0 win, the Red Sox leapfrog the Yankees in the standings. Nathaniel Lowe, another great starring role, but most of all, this was Brian Bayo night in the Bronx. Utter dominance from the Red Sox starter, and they win it 1-0. Awesome. We'll step aside very quickly. Come back to Yankee Stadium after this on the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help.
My infection markers were through the roof.
And Crystal knew what to do.
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
And got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
We got a great thing going on right now. You've seen it the last 2 nights, and it's a really easy group to be a part of.
Nathaniel, what are you feeling at the plate right now? Because we said it in both your at-bats. Your takes, they look so comfortable up there, and it just looks like you're locked in.
Oh, I'm glad it looks like that. Oh, man. But, it's a breath of fresh air to get plugged into this lineup, so it's exciting. We can throw the rest of what happened this season out and start brand new, and obviously push for the bigger goal, which is winning.
I think from the outside looking in, most people would say, Nathaniel, that just human nature would say you're kind of stuck in neutral with a team that's going nowhere, and all of a sudden you get to feel familiar things that you yourself have lived so often. Playoff pushes, huge games. Have you been reinvigorated by that?
Man, I've been really fortunate to be a part of a lot of winning groups before, and it feels very similar with this group. So it's really exciting. Obviously, I was very excited when I figured out that the Red Sox were interested in the first place, and even more exciting to put on the uniform.
Can you just walk us through, Nathaniel, like what those conversations were like, and when you hear that the Red Sox are interested, and your reaction and how quickly things materialize?
I mean, it was an easy conversation with my agent. He said, "Hey, I think Boston's interested," and I said, "Don't pull my leg here. Like, let's make this thing happen. And all of a sudden, I'm literally here the next day.
Yeah, well, we are happy you are. I know Craig Breslow is. It looks like one of these perfect match made in heaven type fits. Have you ever seen a squirrel run after hitters and outfielders the way we did tonight?
Man, that was something special. You don't usually see that in the major league. You feel like that's usually a thing that goes on somewhere in Double-A, in the Southern League somewhere. But I'm glad that it didn't turn into anything on that side, because we'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah, the rally squirrel didn't need it.
Squirrel.
You mentioned Chappie. What is it like having him on your team and knowing what he's capable of doing to lock down games?
Oh, it's a treat. It's a real treat. When he showed up in the clubhouse in Texas and fit in with that group, I mean, it was a lot of fun. He's showing up to team dinners. He's a lot more vocal than you thought, because he's this big, imposing figure. And I mean, you guys have, I'm sure you've heard stories about him in the weight room. It's something special, but when he toes the rubber, it's even more special. So it's really cool to play behind him.
Thanks so much for coming on. You've been great to get to know, but also to watch play. Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, guys. Let's keep going.
Well, let's do it. I mean, wow. It's like in so many ways, Mike, it's just a perfect fit for these Boston Red Sox. And, for all the discussion about the deadline, what did or didn't happen, well, first of all, Steven Matz has been pretty effective out of the bullpen. Dustin May goes on Sunday. He started to really figure it out. But maybe their best move of all in the end could be the one that just kind of fell into their laps when the Nationals decided they were moving on, and a fit materialized with the Red Sox. I mean, he just looks the part, Mike, and he's just had so many big moments.
Well, already, it's 4 games in, and to think about the ways that he's come through, it's walks that look super comfortable. Now it's these extra base hits, obviously the home run against the Orioles. And again, you don't have to go back too far. And I know he just alluded to it, the struggles that he had this year. You don't have to go back far at all to find when he was a really high-end player. It's 3 years ago, Silver Slugger.
Yeah.
2 years ago, Gold Glove. Very high-end work. I mean, even last year, it was a very good season with the Rangers. It's been one down year with a bad Washington team. And, hey, it's a guy that, he's still only, 30 years old. He's showing he's very capable. And, yeah, it's a small sample size for sure, but it has worked out already for the Red Sox.
Well, and even in a down year, what does he have, 18 home runs? I mean, and, the thing about it is I'm a firm believer in this. Those dudes who've been in the fires recently and they've just proven to themselves that they can do it, that they can elevate, that does not go away. And I think it's a much lesser scale than Bregman coming over, since he's had the history of doing it, but Chapman has done a ton of that. With a young team, the way the Red Sox are built, they're going to grow together. They're going to thrive together with any luck at all. I think it's great to tack on as many people who've just done it and who can pull into their mental library and say, you know what, I remember that ALCS game I had when I got that big double off of the guy, and I now can just draw upon that and have so much self-belief. I think that's in there for Lowe, and I think that's a really positive thing. Meanwhile, Brian Bayo is the most positive thing of tonight. Christian Arcand, by the way, is going to have the rest of the Nissan postgame show in just a moment. But, look, Giolito was really good yesterday. He was not this good. I mean, this was a masterclass from Bayo. It was as good as he can be. We knew it right away, as you so often do with this pitcher. He was just spotting everything to the first hitters. He owned Aaron Judge tonight. He didn't have to face him a 4th time, which was really good. And, in fact, he made a couple big pitches to get a double play and then a double play line-out with some help from the Yankees to avoid seeing Judge in a spot in a tight game. But I think that was the very best of Brian Bayo.
I mean, it's a 3.07 ERA for the season of Brian Bayo. And think about it, in 10 starts in his career against the Yankees, he's been awesome. It's now a sub-2 ERA lifetime for Brian Bayo against the Yankees. You want that from a guy that you've invested so much in to deliver in these biggest games of the season, the biggest rivalry that you have, and he's done that. And, man, to watch him grow over these last 2 months has been a total joy. And if we feel that, can only imagine how the front office feels watching it all come together for him. He was in complete control. And you said it, fastball command early on was great. I thought the changeups and the cutters were in great spots in that first inning. And even though he had to work a little bit in that first inning, 21 pitches, 19 more in the second, just felt like the command was there. Some swing and miss to it as well. That is the perfect balance, I think, of balls in play and efficiency from Bayo. Bayo with some swing and miss, with some strikeouts. Like, that's the best version of it. And then I would also say to that point, hats off to Alex Cora. Like, he made the choice to go away from Bayo after 7 innings, 92 pitches. He had looked so good his last few innings. But he made a choice to go to Garrett Whitlock 2 days in a row and to go for Chapman 2 days in a row, and it paid off. Because how good did Whitlock look? How good did Chapman look? And that was dominant all the way around pitching-wise.
It was. One more quick thing on Bayo, and that is that we noticed it early. He just looks bigger and stronger. He looks more mature. All of a sudden, you can start to dream about his ceiling, which is much higher than this as he continues to grow and get stronger. You know, I think in all likelihood, tomorrow, both Whitlock and Chapman, will be down. But who cares? I mean, you won the first 2 series. At worst, you're going to split this 4-game set. Now it's just house money. And, oh, by the way, you got Garrett Whitlock on the mound. And we remember how much he enjoys facing Judge and facing the Yankees. You think he'll be up for it at all tomorrow on an afternoon on a Saturday here at Yankee Stadium? But I'm totally with you. I thought Alex Cora was just masterful tonight. I mean, the bullpen moves one thing, but then knowing when and how to deploy low, that paid off immediately. Pinch hit double. Later on, the defensive change to bring Hamilton in, that was awesome because it immediately yielded a great play off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. He had a great night. He really did. And it's amazing. We said at the end of last night, you win the first here, all the stress is gone. And in a period when the Yankees had jumped ahead of you, that's no longer the case. The Red Sox are above them in the standings. They hold the top wild card. And by the way, right now, at last check, the Kansas City Royals are in the top of the 9th inning, and they are trailing in Detroit 7-3. So that means how quickly these things turn. This is unbelievable. If they lose that game, not only are the Red Sox a half a game ahead of the Yankees, they are 1.5 ahead of Seattle, and with a Royals loss, they would be 4 ahead of the team that's looking up at the playoffs. So, I mean, all these things matter, and what an enormous, important couple days here at Yankee Stadium. Been fun.
I mean, it totally changes the tenor of the last few games for the Red Sox before they came here. It's an awesome way to start this, and then Crochet tomorrow. You are so well positioned, like you said, even with Whitlock and Chapman presumably down after going in back-to-back games. It lines up so favorably for the Red Sox. That was awesome.
And we'll let Arcan take over, we promise. We have to always touch on the Yankees side of things. I mean, it's all good news for the Red Sox. I think they still would love to get a couple more big hits with runners in scoring position. That can change in a hurry. They make so many mistakes. These Yankees do. Who knows what happens if that call at second base doesn't get overturned? The play by Volpe is ridiculous. By the way, so is the throw going to third base with Jarren Duran at second base. Cedon is at first base. How does that cutoff throw not go to second to prevent guys from being at second? You're not going to get Jarren Duran. You're not. And Dominguez isn't, that's for sure. So you allow a second runner to get up into scoring position. And especially that play from Volpe to second base, Mike. Look, this market can be a grinder. And we heard him get booed when he struck out on the Whitlock changeup. He's in the crosshairs in this market. Fair or not? I mean, if he lives in Cincinnati, he's not feeling it like that. And probably if he is the shortstop for the Reds, he makes the play, looks Duran back, and then throws to first and makes the out. But he didn't do that. And, I mean, they just keep on doing stuff like that over and over again. And, again, Red Sox are thrilled that they do. And it is not that Aaron Boone can, by yelling at the top of his lungs, change any of this stuff. The roster is the roster. The coaching is what it is. But we've seen it from afar, and now up close and personal, the 4 errors last night, the mental mistakes tonight, no official errors. But this Yankee team does not play like a championship club at all.
Yeah, Dominguez threw all the way through to third there. It allows Duran to move up. It allows Rafaela to come right behind him as well. Mistakes that can't happen when you're playing playoff caliber baseball in a one-run game like that.
They'll take it, will the Red Sox. 1-0. That was an absolute beauty. They've at worst split this series, and yet house money begins tomorrow at Top of the hour, 105, Garrett Crochet and Will Warren right here at Yankee Stadium. That means the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show can be heard beginning at 12:05. Can lock up a series win tomorrow with Crochet on the mound. We hope you join us then. Paul Schrager was great with us in the booth here at Yankee Stadium. Joe Braverman back at the flagship WEEI. 4, Mike Monaco, Will Fleming saying so long from Yankee Stadium. 1 zippy Sox win on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Deborah had to have surgery.
I had hip surgery in November of 2024.
Her United Healthcare nurse, Crystal, checked on her.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell that she was struggling.
Deborah needed help.
My infection markers were through the roof.
And Crystal knew what to do.
I called the hospital and said she's coming in.
And got Deborah the help she needed.
Crystal and United Healthcare saved my life.
Hear more stories like Deborah's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa! That crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel? Or that white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Ah, the sounds of back to school time.
Oh.
There's plenty to about this time of year. So let Cane's take something off your plate by putting something on it. Like the most craveable hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. It's going to be a great school year.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Christian Arcand Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan End of Summer Sales event to get your new ride. Visit your local store or NissanUSA.com today. Red Sox squeak by the Yankees by a final score of 1-0. More like a soccer score in the Bronx as Brian Bayo and Max Fried went at it in this one. A great pitcher's duel. Red Sox come out on top thanks to the bat of Connor Wong. Didn't think I'd be saying that much this year, and haven't been saying that much this year, but Wong with the big RBI double in the 7th inning after the Yankees went away from Fried and put in Mark Leiter. He pitched an inning, gave up 2 hits, the only run of the entire game, and that is that. That's the scoring. Aroldis Chapman picks up the save, his 24th of the year. Garrett Whitlock pitched a beautiful 8th inning, struck out 2 batters, but really the story of tonight is Brian Bayo, who just continues to dominate the New York Yankees, now with a sub sub-3 ERA against them, and a sub-2 ERA against them, and he goes 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. That's his 10th win of the year, and his ERA now down to almost sub-3. It's at 3.07 as his role continues here, this great step he's taken forward this season in 2025, and really, it is never more on display than when they are playing the New York Yankees. The Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Tonight, Red Sox pitchers had 9 strikeouts. That means another $450 to the Jimmy Fund to help strike out cancer. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. For every double the Red Sox hit, we donate $50 to the American Diabetes Association, brought to you in part by the Massachusetts Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org and find the right plan for you and your family. 2 doubles tonight, one from Connor Wong, the other from Nathaniel Lowe, who has been awesome since he got here, contributing again in this one. He scored that winning run. That brings our tally up to $10,450. And for every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this year, Red Sox Radio Network donates $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should too. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.com and donate your car today. That's Cars with a K. Still to come here on the Nissan Postgame Show, we'll get you your McFarland Energy play of the game, and we'll take a look around the majors in our Subaru of New England scoreboard. That's all coming up next here on the Nissan Postgame Show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event and get your new ride. Visit your local store or nissanusa.com today.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Food for your family or finishing your degree? Electric bills or earning a certification? Staying afloat or staying in school? With Rhode Island Reconnect, you don't have to choose. Life happens. We can help with free gas cards, bus passes, help paying for technology, groceries, and more. Let's break down barriers. Connect with the Navigator today and reconnect with the path forward through getting a degree, job training, or learning a trade. It's never too early or too late to follow your dreams. Get started at rireconnect.org.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, fizzy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa, that crisp cola snap that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
The feeling of just showered freshness can't be beat. With Downy Intense, bursts of just showered freshness can accompany you throughout the day. Really? Yep. Downy Intense's touch-activated technology releases bursts of clean, fresh aromas, so you can enjoy the feeling of just showered freshness. New Downy Intense. An incredible freshness experience awaits.
With new McValue at McDonald's, you get more than you expect. So after a long day, buy a double cheeseburger and add a McChicken for $1. Because saving with deals is always on the menu with new McValue.
Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Red Sox review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
2-2. Wong swings and he pulls it down the left field line. Down the line into the corner. Fair ball. Karam's into the corner. Lowe coasts in from second and scores. Wong slams on the brakes at second and gives the Red Sox the lead at Yankee Stadium.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Nissan Post-Game Show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan End of Summer Sales event to get your new ride. Visit your local store or NissanUSA.com. That was Connor Wong driving in Nathaniel Lowe, and that is your play of last night's game, or tonight's game, not last night's game. Brought to you by McFarland Energy. Upgrade your air conditioning system before the summer rush at McFarlandEnergy.com. Red Sox did have some other chances in this one. Max Fried was good. It was one of his better starts lately, that's for sure. Red Sox did have base runners in the third inning, had a base runner in the fourth inning, get to second base, the password did in his debut, which we'll get to in just a second. They had a runner in scoring position in the fifth. It wasn't like they had no chances, but I will say the Yankees, no chance. 3 hits, 1 walk, 4 base runners for the entire game. Yankees offense completely befuddled by Brian Bayo, not to mention Garrett Whitlock, and of course Aroldis Chapman blowing everybody away at the end of the game. He has been just unfair so far this year. And that 1 run is really the only thing to tell you about as far as action in this game, but I can say Bayo scoreless, Garrett Whitlock, Aroldis Chapman, all of those pitchers, all of them struck out at least 2 batters. Bayo had 5, Whitlock and Chapman 2 apiece. Also told you that the password, just Nixon Garcia, made his debut in this game, starting out in right field, and he went 0 for 3 from the plate, but he did walk, struck out the other 3 times, and that was that. He was also confronted by a squirrel. And if you saw the game and you were watching on TV and you heard about it there in the call on the radio as well, this squirrel held up the game for a while and then captured all of our attention in between pitches during the at-bats. I don't think we ever got a resolution on what happened to the squirrel, but we can maybe figure that out or go back to the Bronx if anybody's leaving and happens to be listening to this right now and knows the fate of the squirrel. We'd certainly like to know that. You can let us know on Red Sox Review after we're done here on the Nissan Post-Game Show. But time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. We'll tell you about the games that have gone final first, like the Blue Jays, who scored a 5-2 win over the Marlins, thanks in large part to Shane Bieber, the Biebs, 9 strikeouts over 6 innings in his return, and a nice one there for Toronto. The Tigers with a 7-5 win. That's just now gone final over the Royals. Good